Welcome to Mission College Prep, the home of the Royals on Prep Sports Network's YouTube channel, live on PrepSportsNetworks.com. Brian Stanley live with you from downtown San Luis Obispo, and back this season after an upsetting illness 2 weeks ago. Joining us tonight, Stephan Hodges, back in the booth. Stephan,
hey,
I am so glad you're here. I missed you 2 weeks ago.
I am so glad to be back. I wanted more than anything to get on the road, but as soon as I sat in my car not last week, 2 weeks ago, not a great idea. Didn't want to risk a 2-hour drive when I could barely sit up. So bummed to miss the first week against Bakersfield Christian, especially a chance to get out to the Valley, see the Carr family. Got a chance to do that last night anyways with Cal Poly at Fresno State. So I got my little taste and happy to be back on the Central Coast again.
Yeah, definitely don't want to end up on Highway 46.
Anywhere near the Y and you're not feeling 100%.
Yeah, definitely not a good idea. And that was not a good trip to Bakersfield for the Mission Prep Royals as they come away with a heartfelt loss to the Bakersfield Christian Eagles. As I misplaced my notes, I believe I threw away the wrong notes, guys. So go ahead and step in for me a second, Stephan, while I look. They lost 35-9 with a safety on the special teams there. But let me dig in the trash real quick, Stephan, as I dig out my notes.
Why don't you dig up the notes on last week? I'll tell the folks at home a little bit about this week. McLane Highlanders, the team coming in from Fresno. Their school is located south of Shaw, not far from the airport, one of the smaller high schools in the Fresno area. They got to feel pretty relieved to be here today. Like I said, I was in Fresno just last night. 103 degrees at kickoff for that Fresno State game. Same time here tonight, 73 degrees here. So you're looking at about 30-degree difference between the two cities. If I'm a Highlander, I'm feeling a little bit like, maybe we take our time getting on the bus tonight. But hopefully it'll, not because of the quality of play, it's just going to be a very pleasant night here. Got some calm winds, about 6 mile an hour offshore winds. Relative humidity, 45 degrees. I got a weather station now. It's great, I got to tell you, Brian. So these Highlanders coming in at 1-1, getting their first win last Thursday in overtime. And for Mission, that's got to be a little bit of a scary situation because Mission 0-1, coming off a bye week. A lot of time to retool after that Bakersfield Christian game. And honestly, it looked like they could use that time. They're using a brand new offensive system. A lot of moving parts happening. You always have those first week jitters, but then you get into your bye week and it's rest versus rust. This is a very well-practiced team in McLane. Mission gonna have to bring it.
That is correct. Mission's gonna have to bring it, and I dropped the ball, guys. I fumbled this one in preparation. It's sitting at home on my printer apparently, but the thing is that Mission Prep does come with what happened here on the screen. We're having some technical issues here. Let me fix this.
Why don't we get to reset that scene real quick?
Let's reset that transfer. There we go. Back to Stretch to Fit. And this is the pregame show presented by Mercedes-Benz. Want to check them out. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo can meet all your needs for a luxury car. So let's go ahead and take a quick break and show you some of that Mercedes-Benz action.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. We are in the midst of the Kennedy Club Fitness warm-ups tonight. Established in 1981, they are the #1 health club year after year here in San Luis Obispo County, getting thousands to be fit, strong, and healthy. And just like any obstacle in football, you got to adapt, improvise, and overcome to get the win. And that's what we're doing tonight in the booth, as my notes are incomplete. I'm here. We got two interns with us this season. One of them being good old faithful Thomas Bowden, always in. You know, my color guy 2 weeks ago in Bakersfield, Stephan, when you weren't there. And then joining us this time around is Luke Jacobson from the basketball squad, helping us on camera and computer work. So we appreciate him. And I'm supposed to show him how to do things the right way. And I'm already dropping the ball, Luke. I do apologize for that one. But, you know, we'll make do and we'll get through, because that's what we do here at Mission Prep, right?
Exactly.
We are Royals. Got to keep that in mind. The Royals are in the locker room right now getting final touch-ups from the coaching staff as they have to get back into their winning ways. It's been 2 years since they lost a home opener. We have to go back to 2019 when they lost a home opener to Woodlake.
Yeah, Woodlake, the Tigers.
Yes.
That one was a little bit of a tough one to swallow. His first game back up at 11-man. And that one, they just came out a little flat-footed and came up against a team that is really strongly talented. And coming straight from 8-man, the Royals didn't have the depth of the squad that they do now. Now a little bit deeper squad, fewer excuses, but still a good team coming out of the Valley here with McLane.
One thing about this field here at Mission College Prep, it serves multiple purposes, a soccer field, a baseball field nonetheless. And one of the things you're going to see here is the shaved pitcher's mound right between the 20 and 15-yard line on the home side of the field. And then between the 30 and the 35, right on the near side hash marks, you're going to see the second base dirt layout. So somebody could be sliding into second base tonight, and we can see some baseball action.
Well, I tell you what, if you miss the old days of the Coliseum back when the Raiders and A's both played there, this could be a little bit like that. We could have a chance that we're going to have some kicks off the dirt. Definitely have some play in the dirt, as it's some of the higher trafficked areas on the field. So we'll keep an eye on that as the game develops. That's always kind of the case here is, you know, Mission Prep's got a good field, but it sees a lot of heavy use as there's no other practice fields on campus, nowhere else for the other teams to really go. So he gets a little beat up, but, you know, just like the teams, it finds a way to get through.
You're enjoying the Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo pregame show, serving San Luis Obispo since 2012. If there's something that you want from Mercedes-Benz, they are the dealership that you can count on. They have all the popular new Mercedes-Benz at Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo as the Mission Prep Royals prepare their march around Royal Stadium here in downtown San Luis Obispo. It is about game time. We are just about 8 to 10 minutes away from kickoff here in downtown San Luis Obispo. You're enjoying the Mercedes-Benz pregame show. We'll be right back with more.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium Boar's Head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Feel like eating out, maybe ordering in? Why not try Papa's Thai Cafe, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football. Located right downtown off Monterey and Johnson, open Tuesday to Sunday, Papa Thai's Cafe.
Here are your 2022 Mission Prep Royals, live from downtown San Luis Obispo, walking to the stadium under Johnny Cash and rushing in. We're ready to go. 5 minutes until kickoff. We're going to get to our Kennedy Club Fitness warm-ups as both squads do their final touch-ups before kickoff. And let's check on a few things here. You have some keys to victory?
Yeah, I mean, the keys to victory for Mission Prep, it's got to be one in the trenches. You look up front and you look at those guys. We're talking on the offensive line, Case Christensen, David Luera, Sean Rivas, Gabe Rodriguez, and RJ Esmond. Those are the big guys up front that have got to do a good job executing for this team. It's always hardest on the O-line when you change formats from a power run to a more spread out system as they have this last year. So guys like RJ Esmond are getting looks from major universities. It's time to show it. McLane's going to be a good chance for them to tee this up and hit it out of the park, because this is the type of game that Mission should be able to come out and really flex their power. RJ Esmond's a big guy. He should have some good mismatches up front. That'll open up the running room for Drew Harrigan, give Colby White a little bit more time to pass the ball. The trenches are going to be the key to this game.
Looking at the Highlanders coming in tonight, looking at rosters from this year to last year and looking at stats that were available, and it appears that the only real heavy hitter from last year returning for the Highlanders is Desar Newhouse, and he's now a sophomore running back, and he can do some work for the Highlanders this season, and it could be a danger in the backfield.
Yeah, we're going to see a pistol-type formation out of the Highlanders here tonight. They're going to be running the ball a lot despite being in more of a spread setup. I also expect to see a lot out of Jordan Keyshawn Stewart, their big running back there. McLane, not a lot of reported stats publicly, so hard for me to do a little bit of research in that regard, but they are a run-heavy team, and they do like to use that pistol setup.
And at center field for the Royals, team captains RJ Esmond, Colby White, Mario Loera, and David Loera.
Captains are number 55, Seata,
and all those guys going to be major factors here tonight. Like I said, this is a chance for Mission to make right, get back on the board. Next week, they're going to have Aptos. Aptos is one of the top teams in the Central Coast section, not to be confused with the Central section where the Mission Prep Royals play. Central Coast section is its own little insular community just north of us. That's a lot of the Salinas teams, Santa Cruz teams. Aptos up there in Aptos is going to be one of the biggest hitters, and they're going to maybe be one of the toughest teams the Royals face all year. So this is going to be a good chance for the Royals. Get right, get back on top of the horse, and get after it.
And that about wraps up our Mercedes-Benz pregame show. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo. Coming up next is California Fresh Market presents Mission Prep Football, driven by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. McLane versus Mission Prep Royals right here on Prep Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo, with over 25 years of experience and 5 years serving the SLO area. Mercedes-Benz of San Luis Obispo wants to help you get behind the wheel of your next vehicle. So next time you're in the market for a luxury car, keep it local with Mercedes-Benz San Luis Obispo.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Do you want to eat where the Royals eat? Well, just because the game finishes doesn't mean there's no fifth quarter spot. And for us, it's Milestone Tavern, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football, located right off of Foothill, with all the TVs, all the fresh drinks, and fantastic food specials every single night. Milestone Tavern is open every day and the favorite spot for our Mission Prep Royals. Milestone Tavern, go check them out.
This is John Thea with Thea Automotive.
Someday,
And that's my son Tom singing. You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Thea Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand-in-hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Stephen, it's about that time for kickoff here in downtown San Luis Obispo. We're blocks away from the Mission. We're blocks away from beautiful downtown where all the activities happen. And,
I can tell you're a local. Oh, yeah, all the activities. You know, the downtown.
Farmers
Yeah.
Market, you know, come on. Higuera Street, come on. I know the roads.
Yeah, Higuera, definitely a street that goes downtown. Yeah.
Okay, I'm from Santa Maria. What do you want? I try to stay away. I try to stay in my hometown.
Right here by beautiful intersection of Palm and Napomo, not far from Marsh, the street that mainly goes down downtown, as well as Monterey. All those great downtown streets.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you humbling me to how bad my geography of San Luis Obispo is. I do know how to get to Mission College Prep, the home of the Royals. And we are ready for our home opener between the Highlanders and the Royals. The Royals wearing their home navy with gold lettering and numbers with gold pants, navy helmet.
And this first kick of the game is going to be brought to you by Sunday Car Wash, who will be bringing the modern car wash experience to San Luis Obispo this October.
And the McLane Highlanders wearing black helmets with red and white trim, white uniforms with red lettering and numbers. We're getting ready for kickoff here between the Royals and the Highlanders to kick off the home season for Mission Prep. The Royals looking for their first win of the year. And here is the Sunday Car Wash kickoff. And a whistle to start it off. All that anticipation for a slow start.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there. I don't see any flags on the field, anything of that variety. So we're going to just re-kick from the looks of it. Looks like there wasn't quite a ready signal. So, yeah, looks like just going to be a re-kick. Looks like the referees weren't quite ready. They're going to go ahead and give this one another
Everybody
go.
was ready but the referees. Both teams with 11 men on the field. And here is the Sunday Car Wash kickoff. Howard back to receive this one, takes it off to his left-hand side, looking for some open room. Out to the 30-yard line. We have a flag on the play as he comes up the sideline in front of Coach Schuster as he's pushed out of bounds by the Highlanders. A flag back at the 25-yard line.
So it's going to be an illegal block in the back there by the Royals. Going to lead to this kick coming back after a good return by J.J. Howard. As they're going to get the ball to start this first quarter. Tonight's first quarter is brought to you by Via Automotive. Their family has been helping your family for 70 years. This is Via Automotive, first quarter of the game for the Royals, and this is going to be a good chance for them to get out and get that momentum behind them, get the ball into their big playmakers. You see J.J. Howard's ready to make these big plays happen. See if the rest of the Royals are ready to back him up.
Royals in the huddle. Kobe White issuing the instructions. Receivers step out. Howard onto the right side. Garrett to his left. The snap. Handoff. Rushing out to his left. And Harrigan taken down with a short gain.
And Drew Harrigan just bouncing out to the outside. He had some blocks out in front of him. Come to the left side. His left, our right. just looking for that gap that never materializes. You know, could have waited maybe a little bit longer, but bounced out, still got an okay gain of 2 yards, but Royals going to be looking for a little bit more out of that.
Tyler Garrett on the near side, Howard on the far side. 2 receivers, the snap. Handoff once again to Harrigan. Harrigan pushing his way out to the left. Works his way to the sideline. And it could be a close enough for a first down. Are they going to give it to him?
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. They're going to give a little credit to Isaac Townsend, the fullback there on that play, getting a great block to seal off the edge and help spring Drew Harrigan there, get that big gain and move the chains. And that's not going to happen if Isaac Townsend's not out there making that big block as the fullback.
2 carries for Harrigan, 10 yards in this game. 1st and 10 for the Royals. And caught off sides. And that's a Mountain Air first down, by the way. And getting them jump off sides, 1st and 5 for the Royals now. Better field position. We're going out past the 30-yard line to the 32. 1st and 5. White throws down to his right to Harrigan. Harrigan tries to pick up a few yards and does just that out on the far hash mark for a short gain through the air.
Nice little swing pass set up to give Drew Harrigan that space to run on the outside. Not a lot going there, but I like the idea. Drew Harrigan's got a great motor and can get things going. He is going to get out and get a breather, though. Looks like a new running back coming in is probably going to be Mario Luera. Oh, no, Harrigan's still in.
Harrigan's still in. Luera goes back to the sideline.
In and back out.
2nd and 3 for the Royals. White throws down to Luke Terry, and that one off target. Incomplete, his first incomplete of the night.
Yeah, just a little bit off the target. Luke Terry going to be playing that slot receiver position a lot this year. I spoke to Coach Schuster before the season started. He's very excited to get Luke Terry out there and get him some reps. I'm excited to see what he can do at that slot receiver position. As that full toolkit you want to have as that kind of in-between guy. Slot receivers are becoming a more and more important position with modern offenses.
3rd down, the first 3rd down the Royals have faced. Timeout.
Timeout
taken
Royals.
by the Royals. So we're going to take the timeout with him. 10:28 left here in the first frame. We'll be right back.
Family is ingrained in the core values of Mission Prep. So when picking cars, why not stay with family? And that means Hyundai San Luis Obispo. Yup, Hyundai Slow, located right on Auto Park Way off of Los Osos Valley Road, keeps it in the family with the Mission Prep familiarity involved. So go check out Hyundai Slow today for quality vehicles, a friendly team, and professional service at every step of the way. And tell them the Royals sent you.
Coming out of the timeout, we'll see what Schuster draws up for his squad facing their first 3rd down of the possession. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Trying to get to the 46 or the 37, that is. White looks down. Terry overshoots him. And almost coming up with the pass on the overshot was Aiden Dolan. Now 4th down for the Royals here. And here comes on the punt unit as White delivers his 2nd incomplete pass of the contest.
Yeah, White just a little bit eager. I think he saw that window and just gripped the ball a bit too tight and flung out and just overshot his wide receiver. Overall, a bit of a mixed bag on that drive. When they were moving the ball, they were moving it well, but it really a little frustrating to watch when they got stopped. So Highlanders up here, I'm thinking this might be a fake.
Nobody deep for the Highlanders as the punt is off. Takes a Royals bounce and bounces dead at the 37-yard line as Gage Chaney boots that one away for Coach Schuster. And we
be
have a
illegal
flag.
procedure against the Royals there, as got the most common signal on the entire penalty book there. Just a little tumbling fist over fist. So this is going to be enforced after the kick from the looks of it. Unfortunate break there for the Royals. Not sure if it's illegal formation or what led to that flag.
10-16 in the first quarter. Royals punted away following their drive fizzling out on an incomplete pass on third down. Highlanders ball following the penalty. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Ball spotted at the 42-yard line of their own. Highlanders coming out for their first offensive possession. Handoff out of the backfield to Stewart, and Stewart off to his left-hand side and goes out of bounds with a herd of Royals behind him. Coming up short of the first down is Jordan Stewart.
Yeah, Jordan Keyshawn Stewart, the big back out of McLane, had 154 yards and in the first game for the Highlanders in a losing effort. So he's able to put that sort of yardage up in a game where they didn't end up on the right side of the sheet. You can imagine what he can do if they're going to get the ball rolling. This is going to be the guy that the Royals need to focus on to win this game.
First run, 7 yards. A nice 2nd and 3 for McLane. Working under center. The snap pass down the sideline. That pass complete. Pushing forward for the first down. An individual not on my roster.
Yeah, well, reached out for roster earlier in the week and that did not get a response. So that technically was a backwards pass. Dangerous screen as just the one-step drop straight to the wide receiver and went backwards. Had that been an incomplete pass, it actually would have been a fumble, with the Royals with a chance to pick that up. So good job completing that, but real dangerous way to throw that ball.
So unfortunately, we don't have a select number of names from McLane. We'll do our best here for these young men on the field.
I mean, I've got names. I just don't got numbers to associate them with.
Hand off to Jordan Stewart once again. Short gain stuffed just beyond the line of scrimmage. Moves the McLane out to the 45 of the Royals.
Great job up front there by Isaac Townsend making that arm tackle. And you always hear arm tackles get maligned as, oh, you're never going to stop guys that way. But he kept his legs with him. That's the important thing. You got to connect yourself with your body and then use your legs to actually make the takedown. And that's what Isaac Townsend did there.
Second and 8 for the Highlanders. Receiver to each side. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his right side. Pass complete. Out to the 30-yard line. To the 20. Borland with that catch for the Highlanders, putting them into the red zone.
Lucas Elmerick on the pursuit there. Getting some good pressure under him, pressuring the quarterback, flushing him out of the pocket. Fortunately, quarterback just threw a good ball, and that happens sometimes. So the Highlanders are going to be moving the ball downfield. Fantastic job by this offense so far, executing on the game plan, even when there's pressure breathing down their necks.
First and 10 from the 20, near hash mark. Receiver to each side, I formation. Quarterback under center. Four-man front for the defense of the Royals. Hands off to Stewart once again. Keyshawn Stewart stuffed at the 20.
And Mario
Double
Loera,
down.
one of the big twin towers on this defense, has been an impact player for the Royals since he came on as a freshman. They're just running down the line of scrimmage and showing why he's got that 2-star rating according to 247 Sports. Getting that big tackle and just denying any chance for a play to develop.
7:43 and going here in the first quarter. Score is zeros for both teams. Goose eggs on the board. Quarterback working under center. Offset eye to the left. Pass down the line, complete to the wide receiver Newhouse. And Newhouse trying to go the reverse direction, goes nowhere except backwards with the Royals' help.
Oh, George Kardashian taking out the trash there. Get a negative play right there, and just like San Miguel Garbage will show us, you got to do the dirty work sometimes. George Kardashian there in the backfield making the dirty work happen.
And that dirty work brings up in a cleanup job. And it's 3rd and long. Defense ready to do the cleanup work. Force a tough decision for the McLane coaching staff if they can force a 4th down under center. Pitch out to Keyshawn Stewart. Keyshawn Stewart. And he's stuffed with a short gain. And that brings up that 4th down, that tough decision. What do they do here, Stephen?
Well, I think we're going to see them go for it. I'm not sure what sort of kick situation McLane's got. I want to bring up again, as Mario Loera doing a good job responsible, making sure that cutback lane wasn't available, taking him down near the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a negative situation as far as this set of downs goes. With a 4th and 11, this is a tough 4th down to even think about going for.
Halfway through the Via Automotive first quarter. And McLane going for it. Tight formation at the line. Flag on the play out of the backfield. And that goes to McLane.
Delay a game. Took too long to get this play, and I just saying, it's a very hard call to make. We've got a 4th and 11. That's not something that an offensive coordinator necessarily wants to be eager to call. So trying to make sure that this is the right call, especially on the first drive of the game here in our Via Automotive first quarter. Just trying to get something going, and they take too long. So they're going to have a little bit more time to think about it. But now it's 4th and 16. It makes it even tougher. So it's going to be some sort of deep boundary play if I had to guess. Defensive backs got to be ready for this one.
4th and a mile. We'll see what the Highlanders have dialed up here. A little play action fake. Pass incomplete on 4th down. Intended for Bolin. Jameer Bolin not able to come up with it. And a turnover on downs to the Royals at the 16-yard line. Not the ideal place you want to be, but at least you get the ball back with plenty of time left here in the first quarter.
Well, I mean, this is better than be if there's a punt and a touchback. So the Royals probably happy with how that exchange went right there. They've got to find a way to get happy with this entire offensive situation. Going 3 and out is not the ideal situation for anyone. And now the Royals got a chance to make up for that last mistake. It's going to be like the first drive all over again. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Now they got a renewed sense of purpose.
And we got some fresh air on the field for the Royals. A mountain air first down. 1st and 10 from the 16. Excuse me, from the 26. I need to do my math a little bit better. And a flag. We got a jump off sides on the defense. I think we could see that from the space shuttle.
Yeah, of course, in the high school ranks, you don't get a chance to get back on sides. As soon as you jump, they're going to throw that flag. Free 5 yards for the Mission Prep Royals. That's something they love to do. Cadence is a big part of this offense. They like to get up to the line of scrimmage. Usually they go right on set, but sometimes they'll take that extra beat, and that's where they're going to catch the defense off balance.
Ball now spotted at the 31-yard line. White hands off to Harrigan. Harrigan powers his way through the middle for a mountain air first down. Since 1975, they have been helping all people at all skills level enjoy the outdoors. Check them out. 667 Marsh Street in San Luis Obispo.
And those are the types of plays you want to see for the Royals right there. Just the interior part of the line, folding the interior part of the defensive line, giving a big gap for Drew Harrigan to run that ball through and move the chains. That's what this offense does when it's operating at a high level, especially when this power set that they have right here with a flanker and a tight end.
Ball spotted at the 44 of the Royals. White steps back to throw over the middle. That pass complete to Larrera, who brings it across the 30, deep into Highlander territory.
Of course, that's Mario Loera, if you're confused. Just a fantastic job early here in this game by Mario Loera. Been great on defense. We talked about him a few times, making those stops along the line of scrimmage. Now he gets out as a tight end, runs that dragging route across the formation and gets open. Colby White finds him, and it's another first down.
And that is a Mountain Air first down here in the Via Automotive first quarter. White working under center. Harrigan in the backfield. Fullbacks Mario Loera. Excuse me. Not Mario Loera, but White looking to throw. And that pass is tipped and broken up by Newhouse. And Townsend was the fullback. And we have a flag on the play at the 26-yard line near hash mark. The official with the call.
Yeah, it's going to be holding against the Royals there. That's going to end up moving him back a little bit. That's unfortunate, and that's what you're going to get a lot of those times when the quarterback's trying to make something happen a little bit longer. Even if it's clean, he can end up drawing that flag. You always hear there's holding on every play. Well, there's holding there, and that's what allowed White to sit in the pocket for so long.
Push back to the 39-yard line. A big loss of 10 yards.
Yeah, so Royals right now moving back, but with the way that they've been moving on this drive, you've been looking big gash runs by Drew Harrigan. You know, good crossing route by Mario Loera. I have some good confidence that this offense is going to be able to move the ball here, mainly because of what we've seen already on this drive.
5:08 here in the first quarter. Clock stopped following the penalty call. White steps back to throw, checks up, finds some open room up the middle, slides into second base, and he's safe for a good gain of 8 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I'd use safe as the adjective there. That looked like it was a little brutal, but he gets up and dusts himself off. Looks like a good run right up the middle, and it's going to end up mostly negating that holding penalty. It's what you like to see after you have a negative play like that the offense is going to come back and respond. Colby White calls his own number there and responds quite well.
Moves them back into good territory on second down. 2nd and 12 is the situation here for the Royals at second base. White steps back, throws over, connects to Townsend, and Townsend pushes his way out to the right side and works his way inside the 25-yard line and inches closer to another first down.
30 is a pretty rare number to see on a playmaker, and we've got two guys wearing numbers in the 30s having some great plays here. We've seen Isaac Townsend block very well. Now he gets the ball in his hands, is able to make it a 3rd and short from, they're starting at 1st and 20, and they're able to eat that yardage up, and they're getting to where it's going to be 4 down territory here. So Royals got a lot of options. It's coming from these guys, 32, 34. Isaac Townsend, Mario Loera.
White working under center again. Harrigan in the backfield. White rolls out. Passes out complete. And Loera coming up with that completion. And that is a first down for the Royals. Another Mountain Air first down.
Like that little scamper, the entire offense just drifting off to the left. Everyone running those kind of squared routes, running right down the lines of the field. And then Colby White stops his feet, has the defense keep drifting to the left, and that opens up the window to Mario Loera, and he throws a dart. Beautiful play by Colby White. Great communication with Mario Loera as well.
Deep into the red zone are the Royals. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Working under center, receiver to each side. White steps back, looking for an open man. Shakes one tackle. Directs traffic. That pass nearly intercepted by Newhouse. And Newhouse biting himself in the hands, I guess, for missing that one.
Keep an eye on big number 11 back there. I think he had a good step on the defensive back end. He believes that himself. Of course, you can't always believe wide receivers. They always think they have to step on their guy. But
that being J.J. Howard.
Exactly.
Two-star recruit from ranked by 24/7 Sports.
Yeah, of course. Also goes by Jamar. We're getting his full biography out there, but Jamar going to have
plays basketball, mission prep.
Plays basketball, but I think he's going to have some chances here to get open and get deep.
And J.J. Howard, Jamar Howard on the near side. As White steps back, throws to Townsend again. Townsend pulled down at the 15 for a short gain. It's going to be a 1 to 2 yard gain for Townsend, and it's a third down for the Royals inside the red zone.
Yeah, this is where I might look to go throw to JJ here. He's got his good size advantage on just about every defensive back that can line up on him. I think number 9 for McLane might be the one that you want to have lined up if you're on the defense on the other side. But out on the perimeter, 9's a safety. I don't think you're going to get that matchup. So keep an eye on number 11 here. Jamar Howard could be in for a big play.
Howard on the far side. Tyler Garrett on the near side. Drew Harrigan in the backfield with Townsend. White under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Drew Harrigan, and Harrigan's going to town. He's not stopping, he's churning butter. And we got a touchdown, Mission Prep. And that touchdown presented by KD Capital Mortgage located in Paso Robles. Check them out if you're committed to getting some help. They are the place to go.
Yeah, sometimes you just give it to the good old battering ram. Drew Harrigan takes about half the McLane defense with him into the end zone there. Well blocked up front, allowed Harrigan to get that head of steam, but as soon as he got contact, didn't stop his feet, just kept chugging and got all the way to the end zone. Beautiful touchdown for the Royals.
And the score now 6-0, and in for the extra point. Not on my roster. That's an unusual. Kick is up. Kick is good. By the skin of his teeth, he gets it through the uprights. And Mission Prep leads 7-0, 1:52 here in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football. They lead 7-0 following a big touchdown rush by Drew Harrigan here in the first quarter.
Yeah, just a great drive there by the Royals. Ended with a big run by Drew Harrigan, just powering his way into the end zone as that power back he is. He's only a junior, still surprises me. Last year I thought he was a junior and only a sophomore, and he ran just like that. Here he's gotten even stronger, even bigger, going to make even more noise as we're in the Mountain League now with these Mission Prep Royals.
So the 1:52 left here in the first quarter. We're getting ready for another Sunday car wash kickoff coming to downtown San Luis Obispo this October. It's going to be a great place to get your car wash. Sunday car wash. Hatchett with the kickoff. And that's a good one for Max Hatchett. And the fumble, you got to pick that up, boy, and run with it. And a rough start on that kick out, that return for Newhouse.
Luke Terry on the chase down for that tackle. Good job getting after him after the bobbled kickoff recovery. Is a little, 2 catches, then onto the ground, then picks it back up. Not what you want to see ideally if you're the return team there. Right now, the Royals going to look to try and establish themselves on defense. They kind of bled some yardage, ended up making the stand when it mattered most, but they'd like to keep the Highlanders on their side of the field in this ending portion of the quarter.
1:45 left here in the Via Automotive first quarter. Royals up 7-0 over McLane, coming out of the North Yosemite League. Handoff up the middle, and Stewart goes nowhere. Taken down with a short gain by the defensive line of the Royals.
And just good job standing their ground, making that contact and driving their man back. That's what you want to see. If you get caught flat-footed like that, sometimes you're not going to have the fortunate ability to push them back. But that's weight training. That's that off-season work. All of that work that you put in summer, that's where it pays off.
I want to appreciate all our viewers tuning in tonight. If you're on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Help us gain that subscribe viewership. And here's the handoff once again up the middle, trying to get some room in the scrum is the back. And going nowhere quickly was the back for McLane Mendez.
Do want to take a quick moment and thank tonight's sponsors. Tonight's Royals broadcast is supported by Papa Thai Cafe. Papa Thai Cafe is an authentic Thai cuisine that brings your dining and takeout order to the upper echelon. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 3, 4 to 9 on Monterey Street.
I like that they take a lunch break. They're like, we need our time. I really appreciate that. That's a good restaurant right there. Pass down the line. It's complete. And going nowhere fast with the defensive swarming are the Highlanders.
That's Luke Terry making another big play happen rather. Great job playing the sticks there. Just came down from that first down marker, made it happen and forced the fourth down and then end the quarter. Just as we were talking, that's the end of our Via Automotive first quarter.
We'll be back with more second quarter action just around the corner. Presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Feel like eating out, maybe ordering in? Why not try Papa's Thai Cafe, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football. Located right downtown off Monterey and Johnson, open Tuesday to Sunday, Papa Thai's Cafe.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
Noah Zamora at quarterback. Got a name reference from the home PA announcer, Wes. Appreciate his help. Stewart with the handoff. Short gain for the first down. And that was a fourth down carry. Keeping it alive.
Yeah, great job keeping it alive as we enter into the second quarter. Mission Prep Football is presented by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. At their dealership, you'll find a solid selection of new Hyundais for sale, as well as a carefully inspected lineup of pre-owned vehicles. Proud supporter of Royals Athletics.
First and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Highlanders here. The handoff from Zamora faked off as he rolls out to his right-hand side. He's trying to find some room for himself to keep it and trying to stretch it out for a 10-yard gain, coming up just a hair short. We'll see what the crew has to say there. See if he gains enough or comes up short. And he comes up about 2 yards short on that carry.
Yeah, I've got some opinions on that. Looked like Eisen Townsend was being reverse interfered with. It was like offensive pass interference turned into holding, had his back arm being held as he was chasing Zamora on the pursuit, but nothing thrown there, so no harm, no foul, I suppose.
Receiver to each side.
Oh.
And taken down in the backfield is Stewart, the big running back.
Armin Clayton getting into the backfield there, making first contact. Townsend finishing it off, but what a great job up front. Just the offensive line had no push. And if you were able to stalemate the offensive line as a D line, that means you've won the battle. The job of the offensive line is to plow the lanes. If they're not being moved, you won. That's exactly what happened there. Nowhere for the running back to go.
3rd and a long 2 for the Highlanders. Offset high for the backs. And a flag immediately. And that's going to push the offensive unit back 5 yards. Not helping their drive here in the second quarter, 10:37.
And it's a 3rd and short going to a 3rd and medium now. Just the worst time to take one of those false start or whatever procedural penalty they had. I didn't see any movement, but I was also working on some roster work right there. So just moving them back, and that's a painful penalty. That's 2nd or 3rd time that's happened to McLane in this game. They're not focusing the most crucial moments.
Snap. As Amara rolls out, he's taken down in the backfield hard and stuffed by Aiden Dolan with the sack.
Dolan is all in on that sack. Beautiful pursuit. Good job finishing that out. Didn't give a chance for the quarterback to even throw the ball because he's constantly on the run, never got his feet planted. If he had thrown that ball away, it could have been an interception. So good job taking the sack there, even though it may not feel like it. Dolan, beautiful job on the pursuit. That's exactly what the Royals needed right there. Keeping the McLane Highlanders on their side of the field. Now it's going to be a punting situation.
Just past the 10-minute mark here in the second quarter. Stay tuned for our Orange Theory Fitness halftime adjustments presented by Stephan. And here's the punt. Punt takes a favorable bounce and stays in bounds at the Royals' 47-yard line. So here comes the offensive drive for the Royals, their first of the second quarter.
In that last drive the Royals had was a touchdown by Drew Harrigan after a long drive starting their own territory, and featured a lot of passes by Colby White to Mario Loera to Isaac Townsend. So a lot of mix and match kind of happening. Royals just finding what's working. And that last drive, a lot of things were working, which is exactly what the Royals want to see there. It's great to get that confidence flowing here, especially early in a game.
And that's confidence we didn't see much of in week 0 or opening action in Bakersfield. They seemed a little lost on the field. Maybe it was the heat bringing a little delusion to them. And White stepping back, feeling comfortable in the pocket, throw over the middle. The pass thrown incomplete, overthrowing his target, Tyler Garrett.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of an overthrow it was. It looked like Tyler Garrett got his hand kind of trapped behind there, but I like the play call. I like the execution, just a couple inches off of having a really fantastic play. He had the inside leverage, had everything he needed, just didn't quite line up with where the pass needed to be. So I expected them to go back to that. They should feel good about how that play went, even though the result wasn't a first down or any yardage.
Spread offense for the Royals, working out of a shotgun. Pistol style formation. Drew Harrigan in the backfield, picks up a block. Ooh. And delivering a big hit to Terry is the number 4 Stewart. And a flag popping out there quickly.
Yeah, clear head contact there. There was no attempt to even make a hit around the shoulders. That's just straight to the helmet. 15 years ago, that's legal. Not in today's high school leagues, though. So, going to be 15 yards from the spot of that foul.
15 yards and a new first down, a Mountain Air first down. Check them out, 667 Marsh Street, for all your outdoor needs from novice to the experienced. And that 15-yard penalty puts them at the 33-yard line of the Highlanders. They can smell red zone action coming up soon. White working in a shotgun pistol formation. Escapes pressure from 1, from 2, from 3 Highlanders. And he's still on his feet across the 30 before he's pushed out of bounds. And we have another flag on the field.
Yeah, that flag came out early in that progression. Even though Colby White was able to slip away, looks like there could be some sort of procedural holding, something like that, that's going to bring this play back, unfortunately, because that was a fantastic job getting out of the pocket with a lot of pressure coming at him.
We're waiting the call from the official.
So they're going to decline the procedural penalty and instead take the block in the back, which is going to be more punitive against the Royals here. So they're going to have quite a ways to go. It's going to be a spot foul plus 10, so about 13 yards. It's about 3 yards deep in the backfield where that got played. So long way to go here for the Royals.
Fun fact about the white hat, Gerald Schaefer. He was my Babe Ruth baseball coach.
How are you doing at baseball these days?
Not so hot. Didn't make the cut this year for the Yankees. White steps back, quick throw to Tyler Garrett. Delivers the shoulder, escapes one tackle. He's on his feet. He pushes his way across the 40 before he's pushed out of bounds near the 35-yard line.
You know, just give it a few more years. A guy I worked with, he's working for the Yankees now. He might be able to get you in. His name's Judge, something like that. I can't remember. Fresno State guy.
And then he was an assistant coach for my freshman football team.
Well, hey, you're still by the football field. You get something worked out. Swing may not be there, but, you know, you gotta take the positives.
I lost my eligibility in football. 8:14 on the clock, and we're running here in the second quarter. Working from a pistol formation. One receiver to his right, 2 to his left. Howard's the near receiver, cuts over the middle. That pass incomplete off the fingertips of the intended target, Luke Terry.
And that's just a frustration penalty. That's one that you want to have, but that just happens. That's practice. Get it next time. Now it's going to be a big third down, 3rd and long for the Royals. They got quite a ways to go, and if you're going to have that kind of a drop, maybe you go back to the ground, as we saw Drew Harrigan plow ahead for quite a gain. If you get 5 or 7 yards here, they'll set up for a gainable fourth down. So I expect this to be a wide open playbook despite the distance.
2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. White steps back from the shotgun. That pass thrown away. No completion there. And that's a 4th down for Mission Prep.
Yeah, those running back screens designed to exploit the aggression of the defense. Everyone knew it was a passing situation. A lot of people expecting that to kind of, be a deep throw. When you can get the O-line to start blocking linebackers and get that little short pass, get a running back with room and blockers in front of them, could be a big play. It's also a safe play, as if it doesn't work, well, there you go. Just incomplete pass and punt it away.
And here's a punt on 4th down for the Royals, out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, or in that neighborhood or such.
Yeah, it's going to be about the 16, but still inside the 20. So Gage Chaney wasn't looking to really boot it all the way back. He easily could have gotten a touchback there, I have my belief in. But just wanted to get it out by the boundary and kind of cough and corner it. As long as you're inside the 20, you're getting a gain on that. So good job just booting it out of bounds.
7:51, second quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Highlanders in their own 16-yard line. Highlanders in a favorable position right now. They have the ball, potentially opportunity to score here. They get the ball back in the second quarter, or in the second half, excuse me. So a potentially opportunity for the Highlanders to take the lead here in the next 15 to 20 minutes of game time.
Yeah, Highlanders going old school here with the classic eye. Might be a delay game again.
And that's something the Highlanders keep doing. They keep shooting themselves in the foot, whether it's a delay of game or a penalty that pushes them back when they're in good position, Or on defense, they do the same thing, giving up yardage to the Royals, allowing the Royals to get a good 1st and 5.
Well, it's not just the number of penalties, it's the costliness as well. Here they're backing themselves up on an opening drive. We've seen it on 3rd and 4th down as well. Just nothing going right as far as the penalties go for the Highlanders.
And Stewart with the handoff. And R.J. Esmond, the big recruit, the 3-star recruit, rated by 24/7 Sports, in on that play.
Yeah, R.J. Esmond, if you were anywhere on social media today, you'd see all the different teams wishing him good luck, all trying to get in his good graces. He had San Jose State, your alma mater, Hawaii, you name it in the near west, people wishing him good luck. He's got a lot of eyes on him.
And I do have a list from him. I reached out to him, and this isn't necessarily a list. We'll get to it in a second here as we have the snap for McLane. Throw over the middle, coming up incomplete for Zamora. But I asked him, what are some of the schools that stood out to you, just as far as name that you want to recognize? And these may not necessarily be favorites or front runners, so this isn't anything for the schools to get excited about. And I want to read them off to you real quick here. Nevada, San Jose State, Wyoming, San Diego State, Boise State, Fresno State, UC Davis, and the hometown program, Cal Poly Mustangs.
So yeah, all of the Mountain West, and then half the Big Sky. Those are pretty good schools, if you ask me, having worked for a lot of them.
And we got a whistle on the play. And since you bring up on my alma mater, I gotta talk about this false start on the offense. Gerald Schaefer with the call, the white hat tonight. As I'm walking up to the booth tonight, I get stopped by Father Russ, who has to tell me how much he loves my broadcast, which I greatly appreciate hearing.
What is that?
But no,
what does this have to do with the price of tea in China, Brian?
He revealed his ring. He's a San Jose State alum. We got 2 Spartans in the house tonight, baby. And the Zamora with the loose ball, and it's picked up by the Royals and taken into the end zone. Touchdown is called by Luke Walker, but we got a flag on the play, so we'll see what this call of action is. Luke Walker with the touchdown at 6:57.
Yeah, possibly a scoop and score there for Luke Walker, but the flag came out during the throw. This is going to be an interesting, this is one of those things that you read in the referee books, and they're not, available online, and this is a penalty against the Royals, so this is probably coming off the board. But this is one of those where you say, okay, player A did X, Y, and Z. A penalty happened in the process of this. Player B then continued on to score a touchdown. What's the result? And so there's going to be a little bit of discussion, but it looks like it's going to stay with the Highlanders.
And the Highlanders get a temporary reprieve on that one.
Yeah, face mask coming against the Royals there from the looks of it. They should be marking off some yardage here and getting an automatic first down if that was indeed a face mask. I believe that is what the signal was, but maybe not. So play doesn't count either way.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down for the Highlanders here as they get a reprieve from the fumble. Rolling out Zamora, and that pass coming up short once again to Boyland.
I got to feel for the Highlanders here. They're getting the open routes. They're getting the good throws. They're just not happening at the same time. And that's kind of been what the frustration's been beyond the penalties. The talent's on the field. They're executing. They're doing well. They're just not communicating and meshing well. It's just you got all the ingredients for 2 different cuisines, basically, They're not finding a way to bring everything together.
Valdez on to the punting for McLane.
Valdez out there for the punt team. And a timeout taken by McLane, and we'll take the timeout with him. Presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Hyundai is proud to support Mission Prep football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
I want to thank a lot of our sponsors tonight, including Old Slow Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Football and Mission Prep Royals Athletics. A high snap, taken, and Valdez kicks it off. And down at the 47-yard line of the Highlanders, and that's where the Royals will start.
Well, Mission Prep right now going to be playing the game of watching the clock a little bit, but mainly looking to score. They're going to have the ball in Highlander territory, so obviously you want to come away with points, but you look 6:40 left. Well, you can eat up about 5 minutes very easily with an offense. So if you could give the Highlanders the ball back with less than 2 minutes on the clock, that'd be awesome. Primary objective right now, though, get points. It's actually gave a better spot than I expected. This is going to be down all the way on the 37.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like it hit one of them on the bounce as it came down the first time. And that's where they spotted it, back at the 37. So I think that's a good bounce, a good call. You can go back and review it in the tape after the game. Solid front, White working from the shotgun, passes over to the right side. The pass complete to Mario Loera. And he's met by a swarm of Highlanders. And they're trying to bring him to the turf. And Loera, the big man, the 2-star recruit, saying no way.
He's been doing a great job at that tight end position, not just blocking, but we've been seeing him in the passing game all day today, just getting those high-confidence routes where they're matching him against the linebacker. Mario Loera is going to beat the average high school linebacker at getting the ball. So that's a matchup they'll take all day. The other matchups we're looking at on the boundary haven't been quite as fruitful as the one to Mario Loera, the big tight end.
Schuster on the field talking to the head referee. Not liking something about a call as Colby White's with him.
Just trying to read the hand language. I'm not so good at lip reading, but it looked like something to do with the huddle, something like that, or some sort of tackle thing. But, those sorts of conversations are tough to have when you've got a running play clock. Hopefully they can get here before too soon, because it looks like the back judge who's got the play clock might be putting his hand up pretty quick here.
And Sue Moore chiming in, 3 of us making San Jose State alums in the books tonight. I appreciate that. White with the handoff, fakes, throws over to the middle, and completed to Loera once again. The White-Loera connection working tonight.
Yeah, almost as many San Jose State alums in the building today as they have victories in the Valley rivalry between Fresno State and San Jose State. A long-standing rivalry. I'm surprised the wins aren't higher, but it's how it goes sometimes.
Probably about as many completions as Loera has to, White has to Loera right now. I think about 3.
No, more than that.
I'm not keeping track. It's
closer to the number of Mountain West championships Fresno State's going to have here by the end of the season.
Okay.
That'd be 5, by the way.
So working from underneath center, keeps the ball himself to Loera once again. And the magical connection continues between those two as he falls inside the 20-yard line.
I always like the tight end screen. It's one of those plays that's just like I've got a soft spot in my heart, because it's one of those, it used to be a trick play almost. It's just one of those turn around and catch the ball and hope the defense forgets that the guy's eligible. Something that's become more and more popular. You see it especially in the Big Sky play, where you just toss the guy that usually isn't picked up in pass coverage and get him some quick yards. They're only a yard, but Loera just getting all those receptions, getting those numbers up, and it's going to be timeout McLane.
Another McLane timeout. So we're going to take it with him. This is Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Old San Luis Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Football. With 2 locations in SLO, Old San Luis Barbecue Company is the local spot to enjoy the best barbecue on the Central Coast. Check out their locations on Higuera and Broad, or order delivery with a third-party partner at Old San Luis Barbecue Company, proud supporters of Royals football.
Coming out of the timeout, the Royals with the ball and good position. It's second down, 3:50 on the clock here in the second quarter. The ball spotted at the 19-yard line for Mission Prep. Royals trying to get their second score of the night. And stay tuned for the Orange Theory Fitness halftime adjustments delivered by Stephan Hodges. Hand off to Drew Harrigan right up the middle, powering through. Flag on the play from the white hat in the backfield. And the ball pushed out to the 15-yard line before we have the whistle. Royals called for the hold.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate one, but honestly, I don't think the Royals are going to be too mad about it. It's going to make it harder to get the ball into the end zone, but it does lengthen the field. And we talked about there's 2 different goals on this drive. They want the points, first and foremost, no question, whatever happens, they'll take a touchdown here. But secondly, they're working that clock. Last time we talked is over 6 minutes. Now we're down to 3:42 left. They, again can get that down under 2 minutes, maybe under 1:30. It's going to be real good news for the Royals, as McLane's only got 2 timeouts.
Still second down here. White looking down his receivers, trying to direct him as he chased down by multiple Highlanders, and they go chase him out of bounds with a short gain. He does a good job evading those white jerseys.
Just finding the open lanes, and that's exactly how that's set up. Just get that play action, look for the quick pass. If it's not there, pick up what you can. Colby White just make the smart play, getting out of bounds. I think you would have preferred to keep the clock running, but you want to keep that wear and tear off your body if you're the quarterback, as Colby White is the quarterback.
So it's third down now, third and a good 15 for the Royals. Ball spotted on the near hash line. White working from a pistol formation. Drew Harrigan behind him. And a whistle before the snap. Delay of game taken by the Royals this time. Another 5-yard penalty. And the Royals now back to the 30-yard line. I think it's a good time to air this one out with 3:20 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this is the third delay game there. They've been really on top of the clock and pressuring that here tonight. So you got to know, if you're out there and you're the quarterback, you see the back judge put his hand up, you've got to get that snap going. When the hand goes up, it means you have 5 seconds to get the snap off. And really, you shouldn't be hesitating once you see it go up, because sometimes they're lazy with that arm.
White throwing deep into the left corner. And Jamar Howard completes the catch and the touchdown. That is a Mission Prep touchdown. And that Mission Prep touchdown is presented by KD Capital Mortgage.
Yeah, talk about capitalizing on his opportunity there. We were talking about that first quarter, that mismatch that Howard had on the outside. Makes a big play happen there, and that's just using your size and smarts. Finds the open space, comes back to the ball, catches it perfectly, and just brings in that touchdown. Perfect delivery, perfect route running. That's what you want to see from Mission.
And the extra point attempt up and good. And that brings our total to 14.
Nearly good, I'll say.
I'm sorry, no good. I got ahead of myself. 13. 13-0 is our score. 3:14 on the clock. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with you.
At KD Capital Mortgage, we know that your home is much more than 4 walls and a roof. Your home is where dreams are born and memories are made. That's why whether you're looking to refinance your current home, purchasing your dream home, or buying an investment property, our goal is to help you take advantage of today's historically low rates and make sure you find the right loan to match your specific needs. So whatever your mortgage needs may be, the perfect loan is waiting for you, and KD Capital is here to help. Please give us a call at 805-226-5550, a proud partner of the Mission Prep Royals.
We got the above 6-footers and the below 6-footers to the right, the above 6-footers to the left. So Thomas is outgrowing me very quickly, though.
Look, we're reserving a chair for Thomas, but I think the ship sailed for you there, Brian.
And the Highlanders set to receive this one. This kick presented by Sunday Car Wash. And Newhouse fumbles that one again. And bad field position for the Highlanders for Newhouse.
Yeah, Luke Terry and Drew Harrigan both going down there. And Terry just let up. He had a chance to line up his man, but it's good sportsmanship. And also would have been a penalty if Terry had hit him there, because it would have been a defenseless player with the returner with his head down. Not allowed to hit there.
So 1st and 10 for the Highlanders at the 5-yard line. 95 yards to do something. This is going to be a true long 2-minute drill as the city of San Luis Obispo's fire department cruises by. Check out the game. They did that last year. We do appreciate them and their service to the community. Stewart in the backfield for the Highlanders, and let me guess, delay of game.
Yep, delay game.
On the
one of the
offense.
game.
Delay game for the Highlanders.
You know, you got to get out and get set. The referees have made it's just like a strike zone in baseball, right? You know, we were talking about baseball earlier. You know what they're going to be calling. They're going to be hard on certain calls, soft on others. It's up to every referee. Right now, they're hard on delay of game, and that has been the issue so far. Both teams having issues getting the snap off.
They must want to rush home and get ready for dinner. The pitch out to the right side, trying to get some room before he's taken down near the line of scrimmage, is Jordan Stewart. And Stewart gets broken up on the far side before he can turn the corner.
Aiden Dolan getting just enough of that jersey to pull him down. Good effort play by Dolan, but ideally you're getting that full wrap up. You want to get onto bony structures, as we talk about in wrestling and jiu-jitsu sometimes. You want to be around the hips, around the ribs, something like that. They're just a fistful of jersey, but a good takedown by Dolan nonetheless.
I think I know what it is. You mentioned wrestling. The referees want to get home and get a good night's sleep before clash at the castle tomorrow morning. Handoff out of the backfield from Zamora up the middle to Stewart, and Stewart with a short gain.
Oh yeah, there's also the AEW one on Sunday, but that's a little far off, I think. So probably saving tomorrow for college football and then the pay-per-view on Sunday. You know, you got to pace yourself these days. There, just a nice little play. Shorten up the sticks a little bit. Keep the ball moving. Right now, the fans got to be keeping one eye on the field, one eye on the clock. We're getting down to 2 minutes. You always hear about that 2-minute drill. And it's not about rushing. It's about getting down and getting one score, just like the last shot in basketball before the half. You want to get one score here. Don't give the ball back.
Trying to get enough for the first down to keep this drive alive. Zamora rolls out to his right, trying to direct some traffic, and he might have been pulled out of bounds before he reached the post.
He was reaching with his arm. He's going to make the argument for forward progress, but this is going to come down to the referees. When you've got a spinning ball like that and you're trying to match the ball location, it's tough, and he's going to be just short. Oh, wow. That is really close.
4th and inches with 1:44. If I were the coach, I would call for the chains.
I'm not sure that they're going to permit you that one because you're so close, but that's right where the referee was standing. He had the best seat in the house for that one.
Goal line stance for the defense of the Royals. Zamora under center. He dives forward It's a scrum at the line of scrimmage. And they're signaling first down, Highlanders. This drive continues for the Highlanders of Fresno.
Yeah, they got to hurry here. That is a QB sneak, and usually when you do those QB sneaks, you've got a play already called. Not the case here, so they're going to be hurrying out. This clock is going to start moving as soon as the chains are set, and there it goes. Clock ticking down as they get set.
Less than a minute and a half to go now. Zamora with the handoff out of the backfield, trying to weave his way through the line. Is Stewart. And Stewart taken down before he can get to the 25-yard line.
And nice little counter play there, trying to take advantage of the defense just filling gaps, move the gaps around by pulling the guards and then taking your running back to the other side. But Royals just staying on their responsibility, ready to catch that tackle. The gain on the play, but the Royals will trade that for the security of knowing that this drive's stalling out and the clock is still running.
We're inside 50 seconds now here in the first half.
Oh.
And that was a great tackle in the backfield.
Tyler Garrett's getting there behind, getting that scoop and takedown in the backfield, bringing this ball back, and that's going to be in bounds. It looks like McLane's happy to just end the half right now and get back to the locker room, as they may not need to run another play here if they don't want to.
Well, if they get a delay of game called on them at this point.
we talked about it. It's the one they're calling.
We now see the window is short.
Yeah, they're going to be on top of it, but it looks like they're going to call one more play here. Just got to play the sticks, play back, be ready for anything in front of you.
3rd down and 7 for the Highlanders. And they're going to line up, but they're going to let the clock expire. And we go into the break. Royals lead 13-0 over the Highlanders of Fresno from McLane High School. Stay tuned for the breakdown.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer.
We'll never leave you either, especially not in summer. Hi, this is John Villa, and that's my son Tom singing. The average age of the car on the road today is at least 12 years old. The older the car, the more TLC it requires, especially during summer. So now's the time to come in for a free battery and alternator check at Via Automotive. The summer heat can be brutal on your car's electrical system, so let us make sure everything is working right. If you do need service, remember that our technicians are iCar and ASC certified, which means they know your car from bumper to bumper.
No, never
At Via Automotive, we'll never leave you, whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall, and that's a promise. Look us up online at via-automotive.com or call 781-3925. Via Auto Body and Automotive. Let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Experience car buying made easy at Sunset Honda.
Save big at Sunset Honda, like the Honda Loyalty Lease Special. 1.9% financing on select new Hondas, or Sunset Honda's Transparent Lease,
where there's nada, zip, zilch, absolutely zero due from you when you lease any new Honda.
Sunset Honda makes trading in your vehicle easy too, by giving you $1,000 over Blue Book on your trade-in.
No wonder Sunset Honda has been voted the best new car dealer for 8 years in a row.
Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
Sunday Car Wash is coming to SLO this October. The Car Wash will be taking over Superior Express Wash on Santa Rosa, just off the 101. But they'll be bringing a whole new experience, from new equipment in the tunnel to gifts for your kids and pups every time you visit. Sunday Car Wash is redefining what it means to get your car washed. For more information, visit sundaycarwash.com. Proud supporters of Mission Prep Football. Orange Theory Fitness in the SLO Public Market is the smartest workout for more results. It only takes a minute inside our studio to understand it's not a competition, it's a community. Together, we're working toward a better version of ourselves to live a longer, more vibrant life. Orange Theory Fitness. Sign up the next time you stop by the SLO Public Market. Proud supporters of Mission Prep Football.
Welcome back to the halftime report presented. I forgot to turn the page. Forgive me.
Turn the page.
Turn the page. Presented by Hyundai of San Luis Obispo. That was second quarter, excuse me. Let me get to the third quarter. There we go. The Sunset on halftime show after 2 quarters of action. Our score is 13-0. The Mission Prep Royals lead the McLane Highlanders of Fresno. And let's go over a quick scoring recap for y'all. Our first score came in the first quarter, late in the first quarter, 1:52 on the clock. A 16-yard carry, a big, powerful carry by Drew Harrigan, making it 7-0. And then White connected with Jamar Howard. Colby White with a good toss to Howard over the middle for a 30-yard touchdown score with 3:14 in the second quarter. The kick on the extra point, no good on that one. I called it good, but apparently I need to go see an eye doctor because I need glasses, because I was wrong. But there we stand for this one, 13-0. And Stephen, what are some of our Orange Theory Fitness halftime adjustments?
Well, let me tell you, for starters on offense, I'd like to see the ball to get out to the outside a little bit more. Mario Loera has been a fantastic target for Colby White, but the confidence in that pocket has got to be a little bit higher. You got to get that ball out to Tyler Garrett, J.J. Howard. Those are going to be your big targets. He's got mismatches on the outside. This is a great chance to air that ball out. Love to see the chances to make some highlight reels happen tonight. On defense, honestly, there's not a lot. Maybe a little bit more responsibility in the passing game, as some of those routes have gotten loose. The ball just hasn't been connected. But overall defense, I give an A-plus grade for that first half. Obviously, no points scored, but they've been doing well beyond just the scoreboard. So those would be my Orange Theory second half adjustments. Located in the SLO Public Market, you can get your results and see and feel better at Orange Theory Fitness. So that's what we're looking at for those Orange Theory adjustments. I've also got some out-of-area scores.
Oh, you do?
I do. Taking a look around at the Mountain and Ocean Leagues, got Morro Bay at San Ynez. Battle of the Pirates. Right now, San Ynez leading that one 35-6 at home down in San Ynez. Then we got the big game, as they always call it, even though game has not necessarily been the most suspenseful, and this is another year of that. Lompoc leads that one 48-0 over Cabrillo. Cross town at the brand new Holt Field. Brand new field being put in there along with the stands around it, all of that. Arroyo Grande leads 20-7 in that early rivalry week game. Outside of that, it's a lot of out-of-area scores. We've got, Bishop Diego 28, Garces Memorial 7, Pacifica 14 over Santa Barbara 7, Ventura 10, Oxnard 0. All these games sitting there at the second half right now, at least going into the second half. So a lot more to report here as those games develop.
Well, Stephen, I'm gonna pick your brain here as we're in this halftime. I tried to break things down the best I could last week, but I'm only one man. And I can only say so much.
I was going to say, don't pick the brain too much. And you pick too much, it's going to completely erode away. It's like a shale cliff on the side of the ocean right now.
I thought it was like a sand.
Very
I thought it was like a sand castle. You poke
more fragile than that. You're going to have like Nat Geo guys watching when this finally collapses. But go ahead.
Why don't you break down the teams that are in the new league, the new league for the Royals that we call the Mountain League. Break down these teams and kind of where you see the structure of these teams playing out this year.
Well, let's start here. The biggest difference between this year and last year is the introduction of 3 new teams to the area. Central Coast Athletic Association, part of the CIF Central larger section at large, brought in 3 new teams. And that'd be Cabrillo, Lompoc, and St. Inez. If you've been in the area for a while, you are familiar with these teams. If you followed my independent work with Slowpoke Sports, you're probably familiar with these teams because I never stopped covering them. I consider them part of the greater family here. I'm glad that they finally made the jump to join us up here in the central section. The 2 teams that the Royals are going to face, Lompoc and St. Inez. Old pedigree coaches, very successful programs, very successful in their own right. St. Inez is probably going to be the more competitive game between the two because Lompoc seems to be doing what Lompoc always does. For the longest time, they've been the most star-studded team on the Central Coast. You look at Toa at Nevada right now, going to be a guy possibly going to the NFL. He was a Lompoc guy. You look historically, there's been NFL players like Napoleon Kaufman out of that program. Andrew Jones does a great job at Lompoc getting that team ready, and this is another year they're going to have Kevin Ross at quarterback doing a great job there. On the other hand, St. Inez, another old coach there with Josh McClurg. He's been around for a while. He's the type of guy that can navigate just about any team to a winning record. I can't remember the last time I've looked at one of his teams and said that they underperformed. Both tough customers on the Central Coast, both welcome additions to the Mountain League and deserving of their place, especially here early. We've been seeing them just kind of steamroll their opponents. Then you've got the old comers. If you've been around the Central Coast, you know these names. Starting north to south, you got Paso Robles, led by Matt Carroll. Fantastic pedigree program, large population school, one of the best public schools on the Central Coast. They're going to be a contender come Mountain League time. They split the Mountain League title last year with AG and St. Joe. Moving down the coast, you've got Mission Prep next, and you've got AG. AG is coached by Mike Hartman. Fantastic program, high population school again. Another one of those great public schools that we're going to be seeing a lot of come Mountain League play. And again, they split that Mountain League title last year with the next team we're going to talk about, St. Joe. St. Joe, another private school. They're low population school, but they, I don't want to say recruit because it's an ugly word, but they get a lot of transfers in and restock well. We'll say it like that. And they are consistently competitive. Darian Mensah, big quarterback there this year. He's made a lot of highlight reels happen. Had a couple big games early. St. Joe beat Bakersfield Christian last week, so that's going to be one of those teams to kind of watch in the rear view as the Mission Prep Royals work through their own stuff. There was a lot of kind of measuring stick games between these two programs. Rigetti, another team that the Royals are going to be playing this new Mountain League. Rigetti's been struggling as of late, but they're playing much tougher teams than most of the teams on the Central Coast. We're not going to get a good look at what Rigetti really has in store for the Royals until we get to league play. So hold off your judgment on what you're seeing coming out of the Warriors right now because Rigetti typically puts together a strong team. I know you're part of the big Payne gang, and Coach Tony Payne down there does a fantastic job. Napomo, the last Mountain League team, I kind of skipped over north to south. They're kind of struggling out of the gate here. They went 0-2 against Ocean League teams. They've got another Ocean League matchup this week. If they go 0-3 against Ocean League opponents, that one might be the one that the Royals can, hopefully just get out and get a win against. But it's a tough sled in the Mountain League compared to the Ocean League. There's not going to be a good week off. Napomo going through kind of a dip year because they were changing over coaches and lost a lot of talent to graduation last year.
Are you telling me that the St. Joseph Knights use the transfer portal?
No, they're not an NCAA school.
Okay,
so
then I'm just imagining things. And,
no, they restock well. They're a private school, and some people look for a different education in the Santa Maria area. Santa Maria quietly is over 100,000 people there. So, a lot of people will go to St. Joe from the entire city, and they get kind of flack because if you're in a Pioneer Valley area and you go to St. Joe, well, why aren't you going to Pioneer Valley? Well, maybe they just want a private education. That's usually why the people I know that went to St. Joe went to St. Joe.
Well, you also I think there's the factor if you want to talk about people going to choosing to go to St. Joseph, when St. Joseph is an up and rising program, you want to be a part of that. And it's easier to go to a private school when you're outside of a boundary line of a public school, because Righetti's is a hot commodity in the public school system. But if you live in Pioneer Valley's boundary lines, it's a little bit more difficult to cross those barriers to get to that school, as opposed to going to a private school.
Let's say hypothetically you wanted to go to a high school that had a good athletics program, and you lived in the Santa Maria Metro, or even down to, say, Lompoc up to Napomo, hypothetically. And you said you wanted to go play football for a team that had won a lot of titles. Well, since the Mountain League has been established, when the LPL and the Pac-4 and all those leagues went to the wayside, Mountain League has been around. St. Joe's won all the titles. Last year they shared it, but it's been a monogamous relationship, and odds are this year it's going to come down to them or Lompoc. Fun fact, though, St. Joe's never beat Lompoc, but St. Joe didn't have league titles going into Lompoc the last time. That's going to be a very big matchup. When that week rolls around, expect a lot of eyeballs to be watching St. Joe Lompoc. That could be the title game, unless the Royals can make something happen and really make some noise their first year in this league. And that's a definite possibility. There's a lot of talent here on this roster that I know Coach Schuster is very proud of. So going to be an interesting league title bout down the line, because you got 7 games. It's a large league this year. You got 8 teams up in it. So with 7 teams in the league, 8 teams in the league, 7 games to play, doesn't leave you a lot of room for other out-of-conference games. And it's going to be an interesting league schedule.
And that concludes our Sunset Honda halftime report. Our score at the break, 13-0. The Mission Prep Royals lead the McLane Highlanders. Coming up next, third quarter action here from Royal Stadium in downtown San Luis Obispo. For Stephen Hodges, I'm Brian Stanley. Stay tuned for third quarter action here on Prep Sports Networks.
Your vehicle has never been worth more, and now is the time to cash in and get $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book at Sunset Honda.
Whether you're trading in or simply cashing out, even if you don't buy from us, Sunset Honda makes cashing in your vehicle easy by giving you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book.
What's your vehicle worth? Find out in just a few minutes with absolutely no obligation to sell.
Your vehicle has never been worth more. Get cash today at Sunset Honda or visit sunsethonda.com.
Orange Theory Fitness in the slow public market is the smartest workout for more results. It only takes a minute inside our studio to understand it's not a competition, it's a community. Together, we're working toward a better version of ourselves to live a longer, more vibrant life. Orange Theory Fitness. Sign up the next time you stop by the slow public market. Proud supporters of Mission Prep Football.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, sugar.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Jennifer White today at 805-592-1272. That's Jennifer White at 805-592-1272.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Get a head start on your New Year's goals with Kennedy Club Fitness. Locations all over San Luis Obispo County. You've got classes, sauna, steam room, tub, and a heated pool. It's where I work out. It's Kennedy Club Fitness.
Sunday Car Wash is coming to Slow this October. The Car Wash will be taking over Superior Express Wash on Santa Rosa, just off the 101. But they'll be bringing a whole new experience, from new equipment in the tunnel to gifts for your kids and pups every time you visit. Sunday Car Wash is redefining what it means to get your car washed. For more information, visit sundaycarwash.com. Proud supporters of Mission Prep Football. The team at CB Chevrolet would like to welcome you to the dealership in San Luis Obispo, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. Come and check out our full selection of new Chevrolet vehicles or get a great deal on a reliable pre-owned model. No matter which vehicle you decide on, our professional finance team will help you get settled with a competitive financing or lease plan at CB Chevrolet in San Luis Obispo.
Welcome back to Prep Sports Networks. I'm Brian Stanley, joining you with Stephen Hodges by my side. Camera work done by Luke Jacobson and Thomas Bowden. About to get ready. Third quarter action presented by California Fresh Market, offering the largest craft beer selection on the Central Coast and an ultimate variety of prime and premium beef. Their meat and fresh seafood department selection is unmatched. California Fresh Market is a proud supporter of Mission Prep Football. And it's about time for the Sunday Car Wash Kickoff. We got a nice little Sunday Car Wash graphic right there on the kickoff.
Yeah, making it feel a little happier. I like that.
Yeah. A very happy car wash. Coming this October to downtown San Luis Obispo. It's a car wash that's going to meet all your needs and make you satisfied. Making your car wash Sunday. Mission Prep kicking off left to right. And here's the boot. And that one goes out of bounds. And that's going to be a penalty on the Royals. Something you can't do.
Well, you can do it. You're just going to pay the price, and the price here is going to be McLane getting some pretty good field position. And really, the Royals got to be ready to come out and play here. McLane's only an adjustment or two away from having some big plays break in that first half. And with that halftime adjustment period, we could have seen a different team than we saw in the first half. Mission's got to be ready to play here. The Highlanders aren't going to go quietly just because the first half didn't go quite their way. It's only a 13-point lead. This is still very much a ball game.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line of the Highlanders. They'll take it 1st and 10 near hash mark. Receiver to each side working with the classic I formation. Zamora under center. And pushing his way out to the 40-yard line is Jordan Stewart.
Yeah, nice little run there. Originally designed to go off tackle from the looks of it. Cuts back as the tackle wins his battle and gets a good little seam up there. Gonna have some substitutions moving around on the Mission Prep side. But right now, Highlanders getting a good push up front.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Click that like and subscribe button. Zamora hands it off once again. And Castaneda cannot go anywhere with that one. With a short gain. That brings up a 3rd and 4 while everybody tuning in. Vargas A10, Soom Moore, Danny Kelly, Danny Neenan, Nita Stanley, everybody tuning in tonight. We want to appreciate it. Josh Schuster tuning in as well. I saw his name earlier tonight. Under center, Zamora looks to throw this one. Chased out of the pocket to his right side. And he comes up short on the keeper as Aiden Dolan was chasing him down from his left side.
And real aggressive look there by the Royals. Kind of that college 4-3 look where you got the 3 down linemen. Then you've also got linebackers on either side in their 3-point stance as well, with 2 linebackers up standing in the middle. So they got a good runoff, didn't give the quarterback a lot of options up front. And here we go again. It's a 5-man front, almost like a bear.
5-man front, handoff into the backfield on 4th down, and going nowhere is Stewart as he was stopped in the backfield by Mario Loera, the 2-star recruit.
Yeah, Mario Loera just firing through that A-gap. No one slowing him down. Immediate contact in the backfield, and that's a tackle for a loss. Mario Loera having a fantastic game tonight, both at tight end and on defense in that linebacker position.
Another turnover on downs for the Highlanders tonight. Royals 1st and 10, a Mountain Air first down to start things off on that turnovers on downs. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of the Highlanders. We've seen the Royals start in Highlander territory before tonight, and that resulted in a touchdown. Let's see what this one comes up, and we have a whistle.
Delay a game. 5th. Keeping track here. 5th one's going to move him back 5. I believe the split is 3 against McLane, 2 against Mission Prep. Just a real tight clock, maybe wound a few times too tight if he's using one of those old analog pocket ones.
Handoff out of the backfield to Drew Harrigan. Harrigan works his way forward to the first down marker. The first of 2, that is. So he's back into the in between the sticks.
And again, one of the things I like about Drew Harrigan is just his ability to move through contact. See a lot of guys try and regain their balance and get stationary when they get hit. Not Drew Harrigan. He's able to keep his balance on the fly, keep moving after that first contact. That's really what turned that from a 2 or 3 yard gain into the 6-yard gain we saw.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the left. A back in the backfield with him. That's Harrigan. Steps back to throw his White. Shakes off 1 defender, shakes off 2. Runs up the middle on the keeper, and he gets enough for the first down. And he's inside the 30-yard line for that first down before he's pushed out of bounds.
That ability to keep the play alive is why a lot of teams have been looking at Colby White as a potential quarterback for their university, including in town. Cal Poly's taking some looks at him. So you take a look at that, and it's just keeping his eyes downfield, dodges the sack, realizes there's nothing available, gets the first down with his feet. That's what college quarterbacks do, and that's why he's getting looks.
Royals step up to the line following that Mountain Air first down here in the 3rd quarter. 8:55 on the clock. Clock running. White in the pistol. Steps back. Shakes another defender. Deep throw into the end zone. Going up for it, and the flag. J.J. White, intended target. And the defender turns around going, what happened here, guys?
Howard trying to get to that ball, and it looks like there's going to be a pass interference call as Howard wasn't afforded a chance to get back. Kind of got held up on his way back to the ball. Probably could have had better positioning at the start, but this one's going to go the way of the Royals.
And that was Kalen Worthy called for the penalty.
Yeah, so going to get an automatic first down with fantastic field position. Won't be that full 15 yards. It'll be half the distance, but definitely within striking range for this Royals offense.
And Stephen Hodges getting some love for his league breakdown from Josh Schuster. Want to appreciate Stephen Hodges and his league breakdown for the fans. Pass complete out to Tyler Garrett, and he breaks to his left for the end zone. Touchdown, Royals.
I tell you what, there's not a lot of players that look that buttery smooth when they catch the ball out of the break like that. Tyler Garrett gets the ball in his hands, finds that extra gear, and just no one was going to touch him. Clean look into the end zone made by his speed Just a great play by Tyler Garrett. White getting the ball out beautifully. Good blocking up front. All these Royals touchdowns haven't been the, kind of gritty fight it out. It's been well-executed plays. Royals looking a lot better than they did last week again, or 2 weeks ago against Bakersfield Christian. A lot of progress being shown between weeks.
This kick is up and goes to the second deck. And the Royals lead 20-0 here in the third quarter. We'll be back with the Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Hyundai San Luis Obispo is proud to support Mission Prep Football this fall at 1407 Auto Park Way in San Luis Obispo. Come check out our Hyundai Getaway Sales event. With new inventory arriving daily, you won't want to miss out on what's going on at Hyundai San Luis Obispo. And if you don't feel like coming in, we make it easy with the option to shop from home. For more information, visit HyundaiSlow.com. Mission Prep Football is driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer.
We'll never leave you either, especially not in summer. Hi, this is John Villa, and that's my son Tom singing. The average age of the car on the road today is at least 12 years old. The older the car, the more TLC it requires, especially during summer. So now's the time to come in for a free battery and alternator check at Via Automotive. The summer heat can be brutal on your car's electrical system, so let us make sure everything is working right. If you do need service, remember that our technicians are iCar and ASC certified, which means they know your.
Back under action, we do apologize for cutting the commercial short. And out on the far side on the Sunday Car Wash kickoff. I want to appreciate Via Automotive for being a sponsor all season long. Our first quarter sponsor, Via Automotive, a locally sponsored automotive shop here on the Central Coast in San Luis Obispo. Check them out for all your automotive repair needs. Via Automotive. John Villa, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Football.
Yeah, the Highlanders going to have good field position here as the Royals coming back out on defense. Had a great stand last time. See if they can repeat that success.
Zamora rolls out looking for a pass. Stays too long and gets taken down in the backfield by Aiden Dolan on the shoestring tackle.
Aiden Dolan with another sack on the day. And, we've been talking about how these guys get around. Dolan's just been an absolute pursuit guy. He's not giving the quarterback any chance to really set his feet. There we see Zamora try and set, look downfield, and Dolan right there like a specter haunting his dreams as he got his feet set.
Our score here in the third quarter, 20-0. A goose egg for the Highlanders. Zamora looks to step back the throw, and under pressure shakes one tackle before he's taken down after a 4-yard gain. Zamora approaching the 40-yard line before hitting the turf. And a flag on the far side against the Highlanders. It's going to push him back.
Yeah, it looked like an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Highlanders, so this could be very costly if I read that signal correctly. It was kind of a half-hearted unsportsmanlike conduct. They're going to have the option here, though. If they want to force them to that third down, they can take it, but penalty is going to be declined, going to be third down. So going to be a short gain for Highlanders instead of potentially a very punishing penalty there, as Mission Prep prefers to take the downs.
I think it's a good call by Coach Schuster and his squad not to take the penalty. They've struggled running the ball and they've struggled throwing the ball tonight, and this plays right into your hand here on third down and a long 8. Zamora throws deep to the right side, and Luke Terry goes up to break it up, and the intended target not able to pull it in. Desir Newhouse.
Well, and that's the thing, is that if McLane was going to succeed in that situation, it was going to be on a big play. It wasn't going to be something that was going to be, we're going to try and grind our way forward. McLane was looking to go deep, so by taking away an extra chance, that's another chance that McLane has to not go deep, because that would have been the same play call if it was 5-10 yards back.
And we have the visiting crew over there trying to rally their fans with their lanterns, we'd call it.
They call them their fireflies. They
Oh,
don't. That's very old WWE reference, but flashlight cameras always a big thing, especially.
I'm gonna call them their lanterns.
Well, they turn the lights on at Fresno State. They've started doing that for a while now, where they go into the fourth quarter and shine the light as they do so. So big thing in Fresno, do the camera flashlights off the phones.
Trying to rally the troops are the visiting crew here for the Highlanders coming out of Fresno over the mountains. And the punt crew's out. And Terry takes it at second base. And he's off to the races out to the 50-yard line. Still on his feet to the 45 of the Highlanders before he's pulled to the turf at the 44-yard line. A good run for Terry. A good 25-yard pickup on that kickoff return.
Yeah, I got some laundry here on the Royals' 46-yard line. Typically on a punt return, that's going to be on the illegal block. And by the talking to the side judges given, it's probably going to be coming back here. Royal ball probably going to be around the 37-yard line when we come back, if I had to guess.
And we have an injury timeout on the field, so we're going to take that with them. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Feel like eating out, maybe ordering in? Why not try Papa's Thai Cafe, proud sponsor of Mission Prep High School football. Located right downtown off Monterey and Johnson, open Tuesday to Sunday, Papa Thai's Cafe.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football here in the third quarter. And getting up under his own power, Pearson Shinsulin. Getting some help off the field with the help of the training staff of the Highlanders. And we have a familiar name tuning in tonight, Mr. Jack Susink chiming in. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, Jack, of course, one of the top players on the team last year. Between him and Taco, they made a lot of highlights happen. You know, one of the bummer things about high school is you got to say bye to people, but luckily, Jack's still hanging around. Sounds like he's doing a good job. A lot of Royals playing at the next level. He's playing at the next level as well, right?
He is playing at the next level. And last game 2 weeks ago, we had Taco tuning in from down at Lutheran. So
one of the guys probably not tuning in tonight, George. Almost said George Kardashian, and he better be tuning in. He's down there on the field. But Dalton Strauss, his cousin, out there at University of Wyoming, he's been playing fullback and he's going to be on special teams. Should be doing a pretty good job out there.
White looking to throw. That is not White, is it? Throw intercepted. And that was White throwing the interception. It looked like I saw double digits on his jersey for a second. Kobe White throwing an interception. We have a whistle on the field.
Looks like it's just going to be a sideline warning. Well, I'd be surprised if it's an infraction, but usually they throw the flag once for a warning. The play will count. If it happens again, they'll throw the infraction, but that's going to be an interception for Colby White, most likely. His second of the year was one coming against Bakersfield Christian. Had a clean sheet in this game until that one right there. California Fresh Market offers the largest craft beer selection on the Central Coast and the ultimate variety of prime and premium beef. The meat and fresh seafood department section is unmatched. California Fresh Market, a proud supporter of Mission Prep football.
And McLane slow to change out their offense as the defense was slow to get off the field, the offense slow to come onto the field. Odds are, I'm going to say we're going to see a flag real soon on this one.
5-second warning goes up. 3, 2, just got it off.
And Zamora rolls out to his right side. Can't stay in the pocket long. That pass completed to Castaneda. Gustavo Castaneda pulling it in and pulled down right around the 20-yard line.
Oh, no. About 2 steps behind him, another flag. This has been a very sloppy game as far as following the rules go. We've seen some good execution on the field by both teams, but these flags keep on coming out. It is a veritable laundry day today.
As we await positioning, another Highlander helped off the field, and that is Castaneda favoring his ankle.
So it looks like an ineligible man downfield, I think. Coming up against McLane, so I think this is going to be a 5-yard penalty. And back on the other hash mark as play does not count.
So back to the 36-yard line now.
Yeah, interesting dynamic on this snap with the dirt for Mission Prep. You're going to have the defense getting better traction than the offense. Offense being on grass, and the defensive line going to be able to dig into that dirt a little bit for that second base location.
Driving past second base into right field. And the McLane Highlanders want to talk this one over. So we're going to let them. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you, honey, oh sugar, sugar.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Jennifer White can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Jennifer White today at 805-592-1272. That's Jennifer White at 805-592-1272.
Underwritten by Farmers, Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
If you're listening, still time to get down to the ball game. Coming up, we have a deal in the fourth quarter you're not going to want to miss. Handoff into the backfield from Zamora. And to his left, McMillan the third to the turf. And he doesn't go very far.
Yeah, these referees are dumping these flags on the field like they're Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriends when they turn 25. Just every chance they get, they're throwing another flag. This time it's going to be a sideline infraction. This one should get marked off as they had the warning moments ago. And McLane trying to argue this one, but if I noticed it, I'm sure they've been warned several times. You got to stay out of that box and give the referees their room to roam. And if they've warned you once, they don't want to warn you twice. This one's going to cost you.
Another 5-yard penalty for the Highlanders. Multiple penalties handled out against the Highlanders. It's been a rough one for them as far as the flags coming out tonight.
And, you know, some of them are things that just happen. You get a holding call, a PI call. Those things are all right. But when you're getting the delay of games and the sideline infractions, there's no excuse you can have. Those are objective penalties. You just got to focus a little bit more. And that seems to be kind of the theme with McLane. It's just they're 1 degree off of really making big things happen.
Zamora takes the handoff once again to McMillan. And McMillan with a short gain across the 40.
And that was well blocked. I think if he had gotten that cut a little bit earlier, that's, again, one of those chances. This team, I think, when they get to league play and everything's tuned up and they get that focus in, this is going to be a really good team that McLane's got fielded here. They've got a lot of athleticism on the field. They're winning some battles. It's just not a harmonic orchestra, if you will. They're not coming together and playing the same song.
Step backs to throw. Evades pressure before he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Can't quite get to second base before Zamora hits the turf or the dirt. Second base has seen a lot of action tonight. What was originally chalked out can no longer see much of a chalk line.
Well, and right now, in order to get to the next set of chains, they got to avoid getting stopped at shortstop. So, you get stopped short, it's a short stop.
Trying to get out and down to third base into the red zone. Looking for their first score, 4:31 on the clock. Third quarter action here from downtown San Luis Obispo. McLane quarterback Zamora rolls out, evades a tackle by Dolan, and is chased out of bounds by Morrissey. Champ Morrissey chasing him out of bounds.
Yeah, good chase out by Champ Morrissey, but I really wanted that third sack for Dolan. He's been fantastic tonight in pursuit, just really making it hard for Zamora to get, that timing correct and all that. We talk about when someone's out of sync. A lot of times that's being forced by the defense. That's been the case tonight. Anytime that Zamora has set his feet, that number two's flying in from one way or the other and really putting the pressure on. And it's gotten him 2 sacks so far, almost a third.
4:19 on the clock. Fourth down for the Highlanders. Pass completed. Breaks the tackle. Does Boyland. And he gets enough for the first down. And that pushes the Highlanders into the red zone.
Yeah, that's just a missed tackle. Luckily, Mario Loera in pursuit prevents the touchdown. When you miss a tackle like that, all the assignments are right. And right there, guilty party is going to be called out and get that quick talk to. He did everything right. You just got to finish, get physical there. Luckily, Mario Loera saved the touchdown. And unfortunately for the Royals, they didn't get that short stop.
First and 10 from the 15. Hand off to McMillan up the middle. And he gets out to the 10 before he hits the turf.
And we're seeing this Highlanders team come to life with that big fourth down conversion. This game's not out of distance yet. It's only a 3-score game. We're not even to the final frame. So this is getting that momentum. They're able to score here. This fourth quarter suddenly is becoming a very interesting quarter for everyone involved.
Momentum shifting for the Highlanders as they smell the end zone and a whistle.
Flag on the play.
Defensive penalty against the Royals.
Yeah,
offsides.
Encroachment there by the defense. Going to give about 5 free yards because they're just outside the 10 from the looks of it. Oh no, they're on the 9. So we have 4.5-yard penalty. They get the discount encroachment this time.
Encroachment against the defense.
That makes it first and goal from the 4.5-yard line. We're inside the 5 by a nose.
On the Royal 4.5-yard line.
Clock is running, 3:10 to Yuma. Is McMillan on the train? Zamora rolls out under pressure, chased down by 100. Royals, and the pass is thrown, and we got an interception. I don't know who caught that one.
That looked like Jaden Nozil getting that interception. Did I see that right? Who had that?
Off in the distance.
Yeah, it's out in that shadowy part of the end zone on the opposite side of the field from us. Just a poor decision by Zamora to throw that one up. Royals get their hands up and pull that one in.
Jaden Nozil with the pickoff. Luke Terry, we're being told by the intern, Congratulations to the Royals on the interception, keeping the Highlanders out of the end zone. And a run up the middle. Drew Harrigan bringing the dog pound with him. Let's go.
Yeah, that was a big stop by the Royals. When you're back up in your red zone right there, sometimes that little bit of extra motivation when the first down markers get put down is all you need. There, Royals just executing on a good plan. Zamora panicked as he's looking to be taken down for a sack, threw the ball up. Royals responded correctly, and now Harrigan getting that steam behind him, pushing forward. Big first down, getting out of the shadow of his own goalpost.
White under center, has a receiver to each side. Hands off to Harrigan, delivers another big shot up the middle, and he turns out to the 25 and aims closer to another first down, just a couple yards short now. He's sniffing a first down marker again. He wants another Mountain Air first down.
Right now, Harrigan just powering this offense and getting it between the tackles. And that's the beauty of having the setup that they have right now. They can just get behind their big guys like R.J. Esmond and know that they're going to get yardage. But then you've got Drew Harrigan, who's just going to keep powering through.
Handoff once again to Drew Harrigan, and Harrigan works his way out to the 40. And we got flags on the field. Referee showing they got laundry to play with.
Yeah, you got two more flags. You got one from the back judge, one from the umpire. They're just throwing them all over the place. I want an official count. This could be Holden coming back, but might still be a first down. No, we're going to be back by the original line of scrimmage. But, you know, just one of those plays where two referees got eyes on you. You can't hold that far downfield. Luckily, it's not going to hurt them that much. They're going to be second and short, and they know that they've got that physical push up front to get this first down.
I think they just spotted the ball back where it started following the penalty, which isn't bad for Harrigan. He's just gonna launch off like a raging bull. Under center, two backs in the backfield with him. And jumping off sides is big number 77, Zachary Webster.
Why do the work when you can get it for free, right?
Yeah.
It's real quickly. Mission Prep Football is supported by Honey's Pizza. Fresh ingredients every day is how they do pizza. Check them out at honeyspizzaslow.com. That's honeyspizzaslow.com.
You mean it's not S-L-O-W?
You know, when you say it onomatopoetically, it can be confusing. I think they get their pizzas out fast enough.
They do. Don't want to discourage that. And Drew Harrigan off to the races again. Delivers his shoulder and gets another Mountain Air first down. And don't forget, you can check out Mountain Air for all your outdoor needs. 667 Marsh Street here in San Luis Obispo for anywhere from the novice outdoorsman to the advanced outdoorsman. They got you covered.
And we were talking about it in the pregame, the push up front making the big difference here as Drew Harrigan's not getting touched until he's probably 5 yards downfield and then just making the rest happen with his legs. Just a good job by the O-line up front. It's just good execution all around.
22 seconds till the end of the third quarter. White steps back to throw on this one, evades the tackle, and that pass almost completed to Townsend. And Webster bringing the pressure following a penalty earlier on the young man. He's like, I'm going to try to get those yards back.
Tell the practice time that goes into this because Colby White could just feel where Townsend was. He didn't have to stop and look. He just knew the spot field that he had to throw it. And that just comes from lots of repetitions. You always talk about, all the fall camp work that goes into, that's exactly what you get out of it. You can know where the players are without having to see them. He had two big men up in his face, still able to get a good pass out.
14 seconds in the third quarter left. And Harrigan off to the races again, delivers a big hit, breaks the tackle. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, breaks another tackle, still on his feet at the 10, inside the 5, before he's finally drugged to his feet. Drew Harrigan brought to the ground by Kalen Worthy. A huge run for the back.
Oh my goodness, Drew Harrigan. You've got to get all of him if you want to tackle Drew Harrigan. That didn't happen there. Highlanders all over him, falling off left and right, and Harrigan just keeps his feet going, gets to that next level, and just keeps plowing forward. Give a little bit of extra credit as well to Armin Clayton, getting that block on the outside, helping him set up that run to get Drew Harrigan sprung free, and then continuing downfield. It wasn't just the initial block. Clayton picked up guys at every level he found. Great blocking by the tight end.
I also want to thank our sponsor, Jennifer White, insurance agent for Farmers Insurance, proud sponsor of Mission Prep Football.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers agent Jennifer White today at 805-592-1272. That's Jennifer White at 805-592-1272.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Experience car buying made easy at Sunset Honda.
Save big at Sunset Honda, like the Honda Loyalty Lease Special. 1.9% financing on select new Hondas, or Sunset Honda's Transparent Lease.
Where there's nada, zip, zilch, absolutely zero due from you when you lease any new Honda.
Sunset Honda makes trading in your vehicle easy too by giving you $1,000 over Blue Book on your trade-in.
No wonder Sunset Honda has been voted the best new car dealer for 8 years in a row.
Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
Welcome to the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter has a tremendous sponsor, which I love. And that is Milestone Tavern, the official post-game stop for Mission Prep Football.
Royals start the fourth quarter. First and goal from the Highlander 4-yard line.
And rumor tells me that the Milestone Tavern, the Highlanders, the Milestone.
Harrigan up the middle.
Harrigan trying to find the end zone on a first down, and that was a fresh air first down run. Excuse me, mountain air first down run. And this first quarter is presented by Milestone Tavern, the official post-game hangout spot for Mission Prep Football. Come on, hang out with the Royals after the game. And rumor has it they have watch parties over there now. Join us for a watch party. So if you're at Milestone Tavern enjoying this game right now, we salute you for tuning in.
Yeah, absolutely. Milestone Tavern, one of my favorite post-game hangout spots for my own games when I play pickup hockey.
Hand off to Harrigan once again. And Harrigan into the end zone on a 1-yard run. And that increases the lead to 26. 26. I need to learn how to do math. Here we are playing football, and I can't do math.
I was going to say, it's 26 minus 0 is not the hardest math equation. But
there's still a goose egg on the board.
There is. So pending the PAT, currently 26-point lead. Great job by Drew Harrigan just following his blocks up front, getting in for another Royals touchdown sponsored by KD Capital.
KD Capital Mortgage sponsoring this touchdown. Getting a lot of love, and that kick is good. 27-0 for the Royals. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football presented by California Fresh Market and driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
So you didn't hear the announcement by Wes Shepard in the background because we were in timeout, or we were in timeout, kind of. I'm not in timeout. Nobody puts me in timeout.
No one puts Brian in a corner.
And tri-tip sandwiches are on discount right now here in the fourth quarter. So if you're in the neighborhood, come on down, and you can get a whole tri-tip for $30. Hot dog. I'm trying to get my own. I'm trying to square one off here while I'm up here in the press box. Tell them I'll Venmo them. I'll do a happy dance for them if they want to. If that covers it, the charge.
I mean, I paid more than $30 to see the happy dance, but that's just me, and I'm broke, so I can't pay that today.
Well, if they'll give it to me for a tri-tip for free, you'll get to see it for free. And here's the kickoff. That one goes to the skies, and it's being returned. That Sunday car wash kickoff here in downtown San Luis Obispo. Sunday car wash coming to downtown San Luis Obispo this October.
Aiden Dahlin there with the stop. He's been flying all over the place tonight. I'm looking to see if he can get that third sack of the night. I always find the one stat that I try and cheer for in a game. A lot of times in basketball, it's seeing guys get double-doubles, stuff like that. Tonight it's the hat trick of sacks for Dahlin. I want to see if he can pull it off.
The hat tricks for Dahlin. Let's get the hat tricks going. We're close to a couple of hat tricks. Kobe White has 2 touchdown passes. Drew Harrigan has 2 touchdown runs, and Aiden Dahlin has 2 sacks.
I think Mario Loera probably already has the hat trick of tackles for losses, but sacks are a little different.
Pitch out to the near side to McMillan, and McMillan shuffles around and dropped at the 25-yard line.
And just as we were talking about, I mean, Dahlin getting in on another tackle. This one a tackle for loss. Going to bring up a 2nd and 11 from the looks of it. Just a great job by this defense tonight. They've been flying all over the place without losing track of their assignments. It's something that often is forgotten about defense, especially at the high school level, where your assignments aren't to get too deep. You can't get too aggressive because that can be used against you. These guys have been staying in their lanes, but staying aggressive. It's been wonderful to watch.
The handoff into the backfield to McMillan once again, and he's immediately met by the Royals, who go, we're going to have you stop right here. This one's done.
Yeah, Isaac Townsend squeezing between the guard and tackle from the looks there. Getting in for that tackle for a short game, but made the contact in the backfield. Just a great play there by Townsend.
This defense is day and night compared to 2 weeks ago against the Eagles at Bakersfield Christian. A lot of shutdown opportunities tonight, and he throws out to the near side, the far side to Zamora. And Worthy comes up with a catch, gaining some yardage in front of his own bench.
Well, one of the big changes that happened from last year to this year is the way that CIF Central Section is doing playoffs. You're now tethered to a division that you can only go up or down one division from. So losses like Bakersfield Christian don't matter too much for the goals of the Royals. They're looking to get a CIF title or a league title. Bakersfield Christian doesn't exactly factor into that plan.
Bakersfield Christian, a Division III team last year. Royals, a Division II team. And there's the punt. And Luke Terry calls for the fair catch inside the 35. I'll bring up a Mountain Air first down for the Mission Prep Royals here with 9 minutes to go. A lot can be done in 9 minutes.
Yeah.
What can you do in 9 minutes, Stephen?
I can explain what's going on with the divisions on the CIF Central Section playoffs. As we were saying, last year, Mission Prep was up in Division II. That's a huge badge of honor for that team. Getting all the way up to be the highest-ranked team on the Central Coast to go to the Central Section playoffs and then winning a game. They ended up losing to Bakersfield High School, but that is a huge feather in that cap. That's probably more impressive than the Rigetti or Morro Bay CIF championships if I had money on it. But this year going to be a lot different with how the divisions are set up. Mission Prep doesn't need to worry about their kind of Corsi rating or overall rating as a team as much.
White takes the snap, deep pass to Howard, wide open, nobody to catch him, and Howard into the end zone for the touchdown. A one and done. That is a big 66-yard touchdown pass. And that touchdown presented by KD Capital Mortgage.
What a mismatch on the outside there. J.J. Howard just running that deep post route, breaks away from the defender, and makes the big play happen. No one around to stop him once he gets that ball in his hands, and you know J.J. Howard has the speed to get away from any extra pursuit. Beautiful play by Colby White and J.J. Howard to put some icing on this cake.
And the extra point ready to go through the sky. And that one up and good. Our score 34-0. And what can you do in 9 minutes? Score a 66-yard touchdown pass. I was going to say boil water for ramen, but, you know, I was going to show you how talented I was.
I mean, you can boil water faster than that in the microwave. I mean, we gotta up your technology game.
Man, I like to keep it old school, okay? I like to keep it old school, right? Old school?
I mean, are you starting a fire? Like, what are we talking here? Like, you got timber in the backyard you're working through for your ramen? Is that how old school?
Exactly. I got to go chop it down and let it dry out. Okay, maybe it takes longer than 9 minutes.
You're doing that Muhammad Ali training out in the woods just to make your ramen, chopping down the forest?
it's Rocky Balboa training, okay? I'm going through the woods in the snow.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't inspired by anyone. It's definitely original by Sylvester Stallone. You got that right.
And there's snow in Santa Maria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I drove through snow in Napomo in the last 4 years. Trying to remember when that snow flurry hit us.
You got a car on Napomo Street. Your car alarm's going off right now. And it's time for the Sunday Car Wash. Kickoff coming this October to downtown San Luis Obispo. Can't wait for that great car wash to come to town. I am looking for a new car wash place. I want my car to be spick and span. Getting ready for the kickoff. 8:49. Royals with a good 5-touchdown lead here. And this one kicked off right up the middle and able to keep his hand on it. It is Worthy. Worthy working out his way out to the right side before he's pulled to the turf.
He's brought down by George
At first base, he runs through first base.
George Kardashian with a big hustle play, getting around the blockers and pulling down the returner from behind. You love to see it from George Kardashian. Just putting in that same effort that we saw from Dalton Strauss's cousin not that long ago. I expect big things out of Kardashian this season. He's an electric player when he takes the field.
Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Andrew Abade, appreciate you tuning in as well. Making some adjustments at the line are the Highlanders. Zamora with the handoff. McMillan gets stopped up at the line before he gets the wheels turning again and quickly taken down in the backfield. Not much of a gain there.
Armin Clayton getting into the backfield, wearing that number 28 that used to belong to Brian Cowell, and really giving it some good honor here as he's making a couple big plays here tonight. Armand Clayton, big tackle for loss on first down, really setting the tone for this drive. At least the Royals would hope so, as they got to follow that up here.
So something I want to get the chat people involved in. We want to hear your picks for player of the game tonight. So go ahead, and if you have a player on the chat, go ahead and throw them out there that you would honestly believe should be our player of the game. We have a couple good candidates. A deep pass.
Oh!
Intercepted at the 50. Right in front of us. Woo! Jaden Nozil swooping that one and getting the love. And now we know Jaden Nozil got the interception. And there's some laundry that was picked up.
Yeah, it looked like holding on the play, and that was holding against Aiden Dolan if I had to bet. But Aiden Dolan's still hot in pursuit. And, yeah, they're declining this penalty. They're going to take the interception. As Dolan flushed out Zamora once again, and that was another ill-advised throw by the Highlander that resulted in an interception.
So Jaden Nozil with the turnover. Royals clearly winning the turnover battle tonight, something they didn't do 2 weeks ago in Bakersfield, and we can see that there's a huge difference in the scoreboard when you win the turnover battle.
You win the turnover battle, it does so much for your team. It's more than just getting a possession off the other team. It's also getting that momentum, getting that entire head full of steam that comes with it. I mean, turnovers are the lifeblood of a football team, and here they've come up big, both stopping a red zone and they're just stopping a drive in its tracks.
Kardashian into the game, ready to put in some work for this offense. Kardashian delivers a stiff arm, delivers another one, gets out around the corner for a short gain. And that short gain gives them about 2 yards and second down for the Royals.
Yeah, long 2 yards, George Kardashian getting those quick feet going, getting towards the corner, but not quite finding the corner. Still getting an okay game, but like to see a little bit more of a look there as he ran pretty far to get not much as a result.
Receiver to each side. Under center is White. White rolls out. He's looking for Howard. Wide open. Throw it to Howard. I can't yell it any louder. And he's forced out of bounds inside the 25 at the 24. Why would you not connect to Howard when he was wide open?
I think he just kind of had his mind made up as he's on that boot. When you're booting to your left as a right-handed thrower, it's hard to turn your shoulders and plant and throw. So it's probably the safer play to just get the yardage that he could get. But yeah, there's a touchdown that probably could have been on the board there. I don't think the Royals are going to be too upset as they still lead by 34 with 7 minutes left.
6:59 on the board. That is a Mountain Air first down. Howard turns hands off to the back. And Chase Untall with a good carry, getting another first down for the Royals in that Mountain Air first down territory.
Yeah, we talk about 28 being worn by Brian Colwell. Andrew Body, that's your old jersey right there, and it's looking good just as it did on Andrew Body for a long time here with the Royals. Good to see running backs doing right by the old numbers.
Andrew Abate tuning in on the chat as the coaches wrap it up here in the booth. Back to the winning ways are the Royals tonight here at home. Winning a home opener for the third straight year in a row. Hand off to Kardashian once again. And Kardashian stopped with a no gain.
Yeah, just caught at the line of scrimmage there by the Highlanders. Didn't really have a chance to get that going. And when you grab like that, you just got to keep control of that ball, unfortunately. And you did mention the lead-in for this. So Mission Prep Football is here to stay as a powerhouse on the Central Coast. But the next time you want to get away, book a room at the Madonna Inn. World-famous hotel and resort is located conveniently right off 101 in San Luis Obispo with unique rooms, a spa, horseback riding, and more. Check out the Madonna Inn.
Beautiful hotel. Excuse me, inn. It's an inn. Throw into the corner. Broken up. Tyler Garrett was the intended target. Just a bit off target.
And that's one that we've seen him make 9 times out of 10. You'd love to get him out there, give him the chance to make those big, tall catches. Garrett, we said it last year how many times. He likes to get on his ladder and pick those out of the air. They're just a little bit outside, got his hands in, but couldn't haul it in.
Third down and goal. Excuse me, 3rd and 10 for the Royals. Ball at the 11. Kardashian in the backfield. Hand off to Kardashian. He spins back the other way on the reversal. He's trying to find some room. He's inside the 5. Ooh, close, but no cigar.
Very tough to stop and go like we just saw George Kardashian do right there. All that momentum going to the left. He just sticks his foot in the ground, cuts back to the right. The entire defense has to react. Just a couple guys left that he wasn't able to beat, and as a result, it's going to be a 4th down, but a very tough play there by George Kardashian to get that extra yardage.
Howard, the near receiver, Tyler Garrett, the far receiver. And we have some whistles on the field and a timeout coming. So we're going to go ahead and take the timeout with them.
4:54 left in the game.
Experience car buying made easy at Sunset Honda.
Save big at Sunset Honda, like the Honda Loyalty Lease Special. 1.9% financing on select new Hondas, or Sunset Honda's Transparent Lease.
Where there's nada, zip, zilch, absolutely zero due from you when you lease any new Honda.
Sunset Honda makes trading in your vehicle easy too by giving you 1,000 over Blue Book on your trade-in.
No wonder Sunset Honda has been voted the best new car dealer for 8 years in a row.
Get started today at sunsethonda.com.
Our screen is black for a second, and our scoreboard has not been updated in a minute. I'm dropping the ball here again, guys.
I can't see the scoreboard from here, so I'm going to make that my excuse. Speaking of scoreboards, let's take a look around the Central Coast, some of the games that have wrapped up before us here, including Morro Bay at San Ynez, Battle of the Pirates. San Ynez taking that one 59-19. That's final. Lompoc took the big game.
So the Pirates win, right?
62-7. Pirates win. This time the ones in orange. Arroyo Grande across downtown from us. They won 26-14 over San Luis Obispo.
And this quarter brought to you by Milestone Tavern. And the kicking team out. This is a rarity for the Royals, and the kick is up and good for a 22-yard attempt by Max Hatchett. And we're now at 37. I just updated the scoreboard, and here they are, adding more, making me work harder. I love it, though.
Gotta say, there's some level of sweet vindication here as Cal Poly, obviously based in San Luis Obispo, played Fresno State last night. They lost 35-7. So now with Mission Prep coming up big here, they're now beating that spread. Maybe a little bit of vindication. San Luis versus Fresno here is McLane from Fresno, very central Fresno, not far from the airport. One of the funniest airport abbreviations you have out there, too. It's FAT. Fresno Air Transit. Air Terminal. There we go.
They couldn't come up with something more creative.
I'd say having an airport named FAT is pretty creative. I'd take that any day.
37-0, trying to keep the goose egg on the board. We'll see what the defense holds up here. It'd be great to open the home schedule with a goose egg after a rough outing in Bakersfield 2 weeks ago. Coming across the field from the left to the right. McMillan trying to find some open room, staying on his feet before he's finally brought to his turf, to the ground by Untal. And somebody's not playing friendly on the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately it looks like Aiden Dolan down on the field. This is the thing that you're looking to avoid in these non-league games is injuries. Mission Prep's been pretty good with that so far. McLean had one or two people get some cramps earlier, but we're going to take a quick look as Aiden Dolan's down on the field.
Aiden Dolan down on the field. We should take a quick timeout for him. Just a moment.
Orange Theory Fitness in the Slow Public Market is the smartest workout for more results. It only takes a minute inside our studio to understand it's not a competition, it's a community. Together, we're working toward a better version of ourselves to live a longer, more vibrant life. Orange Theory Fitness. Sign up the next time you stop by the Slow Public Market. Proud supporters of Mission Prep Football.
Dolan gets up off the ground under his own power. A little sensitive area on the ankle, lower leg on the right side. But walking off under his own power is a great sign for the Royals. It's better than him going off on the cart.
Yeah, definitely don't want to see that. Hopefully just going to end with a clean ending here. Whether or not they allow a point or not, it's more important that they stay healthy.
Pass down the sideline. And trying to take it upfield for a short gain is Worthy. And Worthy gets a good 5 yards out of it, which sets up a nice second down for the Highlanders here. He actually gains about 9 yards, a good second down now, as they try to gain a first down, get across midfield, get out of their own territory, something they've struggled to do tonight. Handoff up the middle. That is a first down for the Highlanders. The clock continues to run here for the Mission Prep Royals defensive squad, as this could be the final possession of the game with a fresh set of downs, 3:19 on the clock and running. Tick-tock is what we got. Receiver to each side, tight formation at the line of scrimmage, pass down the line once again. And that quick pass met by Gage Cheney.
Gage Cheney coming out physically there too. Looks good there at the corner position, gets the contact and drives him backwards. Didn't even have to take him to the ground until the referee blew the whistle, but he's headed that direction anyway.
No gain brings up second down.
Sets up a 2nd and 10 for the Highlanders.
And this is an opportunity where Coach Schuster can go to his second man crews to get them some time on the field with this lead late. Pass down the line of scrimmage once again is complete, and that's going to continue to run the clock as Newhouse picks up that Zamora completion.
Hey, if you're worried about Aiden Dolan a moment ago, don't be worried about it. Already back out at left end, had a hand up and almost got a hand on that ball. He's still out there doing well, so that ankle probably just a little bit of a strain, maybe turned it a little bit weird, but he's out moving well again and already making plays.
Could have been simple that he just got a cleat in it.
A lot of things can happen in football.
Yeah.
It's a tough sport.
2 minutes to go now. Highlanders surely not worried about the clock. This is just, seems like it's his live game practice time at this point. Let's see if we can run some plays properly. And a fumble at the line of scrimmage. Zamora comes up with it. And Zamora falls forward for a slight gain following that mishap in his hands with the center.
Yeah, you never want to have a quarterback center exchange issue. I played center for a while, and it's one of those things that, you know, it's not easy, but it's also something that you've got to nail each time, and it has to become second nature because as a center, your hand's on the ground and you got to engage the guy in front of you, but you got to have a clean exchange. It's tough. So luckily the first bad snap of this game, but came at a brutal time.
And that was a bad punt, a low snap, a low kick, but it gets it downfield. And it's going to be Mission Prep ball. They're going to get the ball with less than a minute to go. Looks like we're in a running clock. They're not going to stop this one.
No, they're not going to stop it, so it's probably just be one snap and knee and call it there. So we're going to head towards our post-game show. We'd love to hear some feedback from you. I believe we're going to have a player of the game nominee here at the end. So if you're in chat and you've got some opinions, I'd love to hear them as we're getting close to the end here. You got about a minute to get those in.
And stay tuned for the CB Chevrolet post-game show coming up just after the end of this one. As we got the victory formation. And that's going to be the ball game here from Mission College Prep.
Yeah, big game here from Mission Prep, rebounding off of a bad loss against Bakersfield Christian in week 1. And, you know, the beauty of the early season, they can just wipe that clean, back to even, brand new season as they head to Aptos next week.
Aptos next week, that's a road game. And I'm looking forward to going towards the Bay, towards my alma mater, San Jose State, picking up the win last night over Portland State. Love the Spartans being in the house. Father Russ, appreciate sharing that knowledge with me, something I learned tonight. Royals pick up the win here, 1-1, as the McLane Highlanders fall to 1-2. And coming up is our post-game show presented by CB Chevrolet. So as they shake hands at midfield, we'll be right back with that postgame show. Get your votes in. Harrigan seems to be the front runner on the chat. We'll be right back.
The team at CB Chevrolet would like to welcome you to the dealership in San Luis Obispo, where we're confident you'll find the vehicles you're looking for at a price you can afford. Come and check out our full selection of new Chevrolet vehicles or get a great deal on a reliable pre-owned model. No matter which vehicle you decide on, our professional finance team will help you get settled with a competitive financing or lease plan at CB Chevrolet in San Luis Obispo. Old San Luis Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep football. With 2 locations in SLO, Old San Luis Barbecue Company is the local spot to enjoy the best barbecue on the Central Coast. Check out their locations on Higuera and Broad or order delivery with a third-party partner at Old San Luis Barbecue Company, proud supporters of Royals football.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is a win for your Mission Prep Royals. Here is the post-game show. I'm Brian Stanley. Stephan Hodges joining me for the post-game show. Our cameraman tonight is Thomas Bowden and Luke Jacobson. They did a great job for us. We do appreciate them all being on board. And somebody using a guy's trash bucket as a trash can. That was not cool. A little press box interview here. So, Stephen, it's time for our player of the game. We got some votes for Howard. We got some votes for Harrigan. I'll tell you who my vote is, and you can tell me who your vote is. My vote is for a Luera brother.
Okay.
My vote is for a guy who was all over the field, making impact plays all night long, and that is number 34, Mario Luera.
And, yeah, I hate to go against chat. I understand you guys watched us alongside of us. But when I think about this game and looking back, it was a two-sided dominance. And going back to that first half, getting Kobe White out of that funk, there's a lot of dump passes to Mario Luera. Guys pressuring in the backfield. Aiden Dolan, Mario Luera. You look at what was happening with Drew Harrigan out in front. Who was setting the edge? It is the tight ends. Tight ends like Mario Luera. Mario Luera was all over the field tonight. He's my player of the game for week 2 of Mission College Prep football.
So it's unanimous. We do appreciate you all chiming in with your picks. Drew Harrigan would be our runner-up. I do really feel like he was an impact player on the offensive side of the ball. But
I mean, throw a dart tonight and you're going to have an impact player.
Yeah, exactly.
Aiden Dolan's another one that I'd have as an impact player. You just look at the pressure that he put on. The quarterback from McLane never had a chance to set his feet because of that pressure. It is a fantastic group effort. This is just a really good game by the Royals all around.
So, Stephen, you're going to be with us, and you're not going to be with us as you have commitments to Cal Poly.
I'm going to be with us next week.
That's what I was going to ask. I'm not sure of your schedule completely. So let us know when you'll be here.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be at Aptos next week. I'll be part of the road crew. I'm going to be happy to be with you guys. Looking forward to it. Always like the Bay Area as well. You know, as much as I give you flack for San Jose State, I really am more of a Northern California soul. As you know, you're born in SLO. You get your choice of North or South California. And I'm one of those Northern California guys. So I'm looking forward to making that trip up the coast, especially beautiful driving time. I'm going to see if I can get some time off and take one all the way up. But we'll see. But, yeah, week after that, it's going to be league opener against Santa Ynez. I won't be here for that one. I'll be on the road to South Dakota. So, you know, that's the beauty and shame of working for Cal Poly as well. I love it here, but, you know, got to balance things.
And for the first time this year, or for the first time on the mic, I'm going to be missing a game.
Oh.
October 7th, I will be in Los Angeles, Long Beach, Carson area for a family reunion. So I'm going to take that time and enjoy some family.
There you go.
Unfortunately, they scheduled it during football season. I'm beginning to think they didn't want me there. But I'm going anyways because they can't stop me. So.
Yeah, it sounds like we're going to have a full crew for Aptos, though, and that's going to be a big game. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but if you weren't here for that, Aptos is a big-time game. One of the best teams out of the Central Coast section. This is a game to gear up for, and this is going to be one of those highlight wins. If Mission Prep can pull it off. It's very similar to the CVC game last year, and that ended up being one of the big crowning victories for these Royals. Aptos going to be up on that level if the Royals can pull it off. So you're going to want to catch that. It's, again, next Friday night, 7 p.m. kick, right?
7 p.m. kick. And the Royals deliver a goose egg tonight to the Highlanders, and it went down like this, starting in the first quarter with a 16-yard run by Drew Harrigan, followed by a 30-yard pass from White to Howard, followed by a 13-yard pass from White to Garrett in the second. So those are second and third quarter touchdowns. And then in the fourth quarter, a big run by Harrigan to get downfield, making it close to the goal line, resulting in a 2-yard touchdown run by Drew Harrigan early in the fourth quarter. And then White with the hat trick, throwing the ball with a pass to J.J. Howard for 66 yards, coming out hot like fire. And our score was 34-0 at that point. And then just at some point, you just got to decide to do something. And that was a Mac Tatchett field goal, 22 yards with 4:48 left. When you're down in the red zone on fourth down, you either punch it in or you kick the field goal, and that's what they chose to do. And that's our final score, 37-0 for Stephen Hodges, Thomas Bowden, Luke Jacobson, Chris Sylvester. I'm Brian Stanley, live from San Luis Obispo, California tonight. Our final score of the Mission Prep Royals, 37. The Highlanders of McLane High School out of Fresno, the Goose Egg. Thank you for joining us, and tune in next week.